dinosaurs, and liches.
Always liches, man.
Liches and bitches.
Always the liches and the bitches.
I will be right back.
Okay.
And apologies for pushing the start time back a little bit.
Oh, no worries.
It happens.
Yeah, the hubs was smoking some ribs, which always takes longer than...
Tasty.
But it actually wasn't his fault this time, it was my fault. I was getting cleaned up and lost track of time, so I didn't get the side started on time.
Sounds tasty.
They were.
Just gave me more time to enjoy making quesadillas for myself.
Usually this is my day where I cook for the week, but I got lazy, so I just had some eggs instead.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice to have a lazy day.
Mm-hmm.
My toggle mute button isn't working. What the hell? I didn't mute myself when I left.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, we didn't hear you. If
Yeah, nothing came through.
Nothing untoward happened.
Weird.
We didn't hear you taking a piss or something.
Max power.
You pooping?
You pooping?
Toggle mute keybind asterisk.
Oh, yeah, random unknown sniper incident is going to be about my dice collection side if we go and show off.
Mm. My problem with my dice collection is not that big because I so rarely play in person. So there's less of an incentive to pick up dice because, like, well, I'm not really rolling them.
I have some very pretty dice. Some that are a little too expensive.
Yeah, those aren't for rolling; those are for showing.
Oh, they're for rolling. I've rolled them before. They're also it's weird to say they're like prologue dice, so I guess they're like first edition in this way. But it was when Wormwood and Dispel Dice did a collaboration, and they got their Guinness Book of World Records for largest dice production.
Oh my god!
All right. First things first. I need to give you all XP for last time. Yes?
Goodbye.
Correct.
Who can say?
All right. You defeated 2 zombie T-Rexes, 1 Valinder Shadowmantle, 1 Roz Nasi, and 1 zombie King of Feathers.
Sure did.
Yeah, the
My friends-
partridge in the pear tree.
I'm going to award you 15,000 experience for not only an excellent fight, excellent RP, but just a reward for this long-ass fucking journey that we have all been on together.
Hot damn.
That should put you within 10,000 of your next level.
Yeah, oh.
So,
Thank you very much.
onto the lich hunting for your final level.
We gotta find that goddamn phylactery.
Could I ask each and every one of you to roll me a d20? It's time to do the recap, boils and ghouls.
Oh!
Well, let's see if there's a contested nat one.
Motherfucker.
No contested. No.
All right, Ryla's so eager after getting back. Could you please tell me and everyone else what happened last time on Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation, Jungle Bunglers edition.
We started with a fight, correct?
Yes, with the
That
dragon,
sounds familiar.
the shadow dragon.
Right. So we were making our way through the Shadowfell, and we came to this like open area, and we heard a rumbling of the dragon variety, and we're like, "Oh fuck, dragon! That's bad." So.
That was an exact quote, yeah, I believe.
So we battled the dragon was a little bitch and like wouldn't land, and so I had to be flown. So Solani cast fly on me, and I zoomed around to chase after the dragon, and we eventually killed it. But it was a tough fight. I think it got dicey for Masika.
And Artis and Dragonbait.
Yeah, the NPCs. And ooh, those are pretty. But anyway, so then we kept on walking as you do, and we eventually rested in the nice mansion, and we got mansion chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went to bed, and most of the group had terrifying nightmares, except for this guy, who got a chat with the Raven Queen, and the Raven Queen was like, "Oh hey, by the way, Valindra's gonna show up, and it's gonna be a real test for you. But if you do good, that's good." And we conversated, and I don't remember all the details, but we woke up, and I was like, "Hey, you know that lich? See you next Thursday. She's gonna show up." And they were like, "What are you talking?" They, being the rest of the group, were like, "What are you talking about? I had terrifying nightmares." I believe Solani was going through what happened to me. I don't recall what Velthek saw, or if he had I think you did have a nightmare. I don't recall exactly what it was. Oh, that's right. Your family came back and was like, dishonored, disowned.
Your fucking friends and all that shit dead.
Yeah. And Artis had a nightmare ?
Yep.
Yes.
I think his wife was dead. Like he could like reach her, but she died or something. But anyway, so I like grabbed my hammers and I was like, "Let's go kill the lich." And we get out and nobody's there. And they're like, "What if Valindra was fucking with you and it was all for naught?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. It felt very Raven Queenie." But we kept walking, and eventually came upon where we are now. And at this bend in the road, guess who was there? Valindra's Shadow Mantle. And I was like, "Haha, I was right. Suck it, friends." And then I charged her, and a battle ensued. And at first it was just her, and we were like, "This will be easy peasy." And then, riding in on the King of Feathers was Rosnasi, or was Rosnasi just on a?
No, he was on the King of Feathers, yeah.
Yeah. So Rosnasi, the Snursen King, comes riding in on Zombie King of Feathers, and then 2 more zombie T-Rexes showed up, and they fucked some people up, and I got eaten, and fortunately I was able to like pound the shit out of the King of Feathers to get him to puke me back up. And yeah, we fought them. within an inch of our lives. Literally for me, I'm at 6 hit points. But yeah, that's kind of where we left up, and we ended breathing heavy and nearly dead, but not dead. And oh, at the very end, we got a blessing boon from the Raven Queen. Some raven feathers drifted down, and I don't remember exactly what it did, but I think it's in the list.
We received an increase in one score of our choice by +1. We got a Raven Familiar, and we learned 2 cantrips, Spare the Dying and Thaumaturgy. And we learned how to read, write, and speak Abyssal and Celestial. And when we talk to ghosts, we get advantage on the persuasion checks against them. As long as what you're doing does not go against its moral code.
In addition, you have also gained the ability to discern followers of the Raven Queen.
Oh, did I miss that part?
That was something that was discussed, but is not on the handout.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's right. As part of my my conversation with the Raven Queen, I was like, "Hey, you know what? We're not trying to offend you, and I know that if we killed one of your ravens, you'd be really pissed. So is there a way that we can tell? Because the Lich lady, she likes to chase us with ravens too, and especially here because it blends in a bit better. And so I'm like, is there a way that we can tell if it's your raven versus not your raven?" And she's like, "Yes, if you win, I'll give you the power to do that." So there you go.
Gotcha. Very cool.
That is where we pick up. You are all breathing heavy as the apparition of the Raven Queen disappears. The sound of fluttering feathers. You find yourselves once more on the road in the Shadowfell of Chult.
I just have a huge grin on my face and be like, who was right? It wasn't Shadow Mantle pretending to invade my mind. She might have been fucking with you all, but she didn't with me.
Raz, I think it's fair to say we owe you an apology. I'm sorry.
And then I summon my raven.
All right. Yeah. I'm not. What's the casting time on Find Familiar? Is it like a minute?
I think so. Do I need material components?
No, you
It's like
cast it
innate.
without. Yeah, this is like an
Okay.
innate spell.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's casting time of 1 hour.
Oh shit!
Oh goodness, yeah.
It's casting time.
A little bit long.
He just starts trying to summon a raven very quickly, but can't.
I think Ryler shouts, "Raven, be summoned!" Like something. He just shouts, and then nothing happens immediately.
Oh shit! I didn't realize it was an hour.
It's
Yeah.
an hour. That's
Long
funny.
as fuck.
Thank you.
Kneels down, starts pulls out a raven feather and starts praying to it.
While he's doing that, I will heal him for 39 and Solani for 34.
Well, I can do it at the next short rest that we do.
Hmm. Oh, that brings my total health up to 69.
Whoa.
Nice.
Let's go.
Do we have any way of... I realize we depleted a lot of our resources in that fight because it was like a boss fight in the middle of the fucking day. But do we have any way of like, you magic people, of tracking, like if we have the head of her dead body, can we use that to lead us back to the phylactery or something?
Liches don't leave dead bodies, the heads behind when they die.
They turned to dust.
They turn to dust.
Well, that's stupid.
I think the only thing I said was left was her robe.
And if you want to fuck
I mean, with the only thing I can think of is some kind of like locate person, but that's not exactly precise, and it would
that's
take
a
like
very close
a while. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can think of that comes to mind, but it's not like viable.
Or do any of you magic types know how long it takes for her to reform?
Could I roll an Arcana on that to see if I know
Absolutely.
enough about liches?
Absolutely.
Determine
You also took some time to
Ah.
learn about liches, I believe, at one point. You guys.
I
had
did.
been
I think
asking about
it came up a while ago because I was like
Maybe
probably over a year ago in real time. But I do vaguely remember when we first started. She first started appearing.
Yeah, because we figured out we might have like an average of a week in between for her.
That's true. We did come. We did actually. We did look into this exact thing. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember what the answer was.
Would her
With a
phylactery
17,
have
you
to
remember.
be- Oh, I was gonna
usually
say.
about a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Would her
Sometimes less, sometimes
phylactery have to be on this plane of existence for it to work, or like if it was back on the material plane, would she just zip back to the material plane?
Would I know that with a 17?
With a 17, you know that it's not pertinent. One of the most famous liches, possibly the most powerful lich in existence, famously has his phylacteries hidden away on a secret demiplane of pure evil.
Yeah. I'll just go. I don't think she would risk permanent death just to try to fight us here. She can. Her phylactery does not care where she dies. It can reclaim her soul and reconstitute her. So, well, that gives us roughly about 1 week before she comes back. Hopefully, we kind of finish our business here before that happens. And if we must face her again, we can hopefully do it back on the material plane.
She's awfully mad at you, Velthek. Do you remember like where you met her originally?
Back at the heart
Would that be
of
where the
town.
phylactery is?
We would have to get to the heart of Hoop Town, or that would be back in the material plane. We don't.
That sounds far.
I will also say, Velthek, you would remember that there was a teleportation circle carved into the floor of the room that she was in.
Do I
In
know
the heart of
rooms?
Mukhtau.
Fuck no.
No, that would be.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
You would need to
anyone in
be
this
there and
situation.
studying it. Yeah.
Or have that brainiac feat.
If you had teleportation circle when you
I don't
first
know.
went there, definitely you could have copied them down. But since you didn't even have the ability to possibly learn that magic yet, I can't easily say that Veltic would have recorded that
Why
information.
can't you do that? That's not even the same fucking prayer or
Yeah.
math of fucking.
That's a whole different domain of magic for Velthek.
Well, maybe the god of magic can grant you a boon to send us there.
I think Velthek has a few other things to ask the god of magic first.
You're thinking of the wrong ones. But, I don't think I would have that much favor with Mr.
Oh, I was just thinking you might have divine intervention, but.
Oh yeah.
Well,
All right.
thing at a
Well,
time.
let's go rescue Mrs. Artis Simber.
And destroy the spirit that is plaguing Kachult.
Miss Sika, I believe you know the way.
It should only be one more day to reach the bridge.
Do we
That's
get
the only...
mansion chicken tonight?
I am sorry, Rarius, but I am spent. There will be no mansion chicken tonight.
Fuck!
I casted so many spells in this less than a minute because that's how battles work.
Masika and Dragonbait come over to you, Velthek. Do you have anything left in the tank to spare? I think I'm holding my insides in. Yeah, they're both on single digits. Or well, Dragonbait has 11 HP. He's not on single digits.
Masika, I get 41 too.
Or I'm sorry. I thought that was
I typed it.
apologies. 41.
Masika's faking it for more juice.
Yeah, gotta have it.
Yeah, I'll use a 5th level.
Do we have any like magic items we could give them? And let me look in the bag of holding and see what we got. We can spread. Um,
I mean, I have a quiver of Ehilona that I don't really use.
we got Grimka's electric sword. We have a mace of terror. A scroll protection ×2 against undead. A mithril breastplate. Would Dragonbraid want a mithril breastplate?
That would allow. That would. He's wearing a breastplate right now. Is it a +1 or is it just a?
I don't know what.
I think the only.
I just have written down mithril breastplate. I don't know what the stats are for it.
If it's just a mithril one, the only difference that has over a regular breastplate is it's lighter and it wouldn't impose disadvantage of stealth, which breastplate already don't. So that's not. It wouldn't be an upgrade for him. He would take it if you are really trying to offload it, but it's not gonna.
I'm more so just looking for something we can give them.
Masika uses unarmored defense.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if her. Because it'd be 14 plus Dex, which would make her AC 16. Is that better?
No, her AC is 16 right now. So she has 16 because she gets to add her Wisdom mod.
Right, because she's
as well. Actually, she should be at 17.
Hey.
Why is she at? Oh, I did increase her AC when her Wisdom stat went up from her Revelation. Whoops.
Well. Well, the
14
only other
plus 7 is 17.
If they don't want that or the Mace of Terror or the Electric Sword, the only other thing in here is the Robe of Useful Items. So we unfortunately cannot pimp out our NPCs.
I think it may have come up before, but wasn't that the Mace of Terror that you got from the tomb? Because that one should have been disintegrated to ash.
Oh,
it was from the tomb, I believe.
Yeah, that was the Mad Monkey one.
Masika has a +1 mace right now already.
She's got a +1 mace, yeah.
It is gone.
Appreciate you. Alright, she will start making her way forward. You can save the spell slot on Artis. He's at full HP.
No, that is just one spell slot. If anything, give that to...
I'll split it in half and give it to Masika and Dragonbait. Yeah. Because they're still hurt.
Because that is 20d6 that I get for one slot.
Oh, right. Right. So they both get...
One gets 19, and one gets 20.
I'm just giving them both 20 for easy math. Alright. Masika will start making her way forward, feeling regenerated by Velthek's ever powerful healing magic. She will walk over to Raz Nasi and say, it does look like he has some magic stuff on him.
Ooh. Well,
I don't know if we're...
we should be careful. There's a very good chance anything they have on them could be cursed.
Could identify them.
Are we willing to chill for a minute or 10 minutes here while I... How many does it... Can I tell just from like a cursory glance, like how many items it looks like he has on him that could be magical?
You remember he had a sword that seemed to light itself on fire, and just looking at him, it looks like he is wearing magical bracers.
All right. Would you guys want to give me 20 minutes to make sure these aren't cursed in any way, or not cursed, but like have any negative effects I could identify?
After that, we would definitely not in a rush.
All right. If that's the case, then I will sit down cross-legged and start identifying these items.
Out of curiosity, I would not get Shadow Mantle's robe if there is anything special with that.
It's exceptionally dusty and has quite a few Rylus-sized rips in it.
So not magical.
Does not appear to be. It is just a black cloak.
I'll focus on the sword first, because I feel like this group in particular will be more excited by the sword.
Okay. 10 minutes will pass as Artis and Dragonbait keep a watch over all of you.
Oh!
Do you identify a flame tongue longsword?
Could anyone make use of this?
I mean, I could. Used as an offhand. It would be...
What type weapon? It doesn't say the type. What type of
Longsword.
weapon is it? Longsword. Okay.
I have the feat that lets you wield heavy or regular weight weapons in your offhand. But it's just the 2d6 extra fire damage. It doesn't have a bonus to hit, right?
No, it's just the 2d6 fire damage, and it makes light.
Why don't
radiation.
I take it since I need light, and
Okay.
if we fight something that's bad against fire, it'll be good for me because you guys can do
Ooh.
fire. He's a dragon.
Oops.
I will hold out the hilt for her.
All right, I will add a flame tongue longsword.
Stupid.
Good thing
snake
I
thing.
can make longswords into monk weapons.
Oh, that is very convenient.
Oh, the other thing that I have, if Masika wants it, I have an extra +1 warhammer.
That I think would be a little bit heavy for me. The
Okay.
mace is about my size.
Yeah, the warhammer is not a heavy weapon. It's just a
Oh,
long
not a great.
ball.
Oh, I mean, I'd take it. I think you're probably gonna get more use out of it though.
Well, see, I have Oathbinder and another warhammer, so
Okay.
I'll start on the bracers next.
All right, you're well on your way. By the time the longsword is equipped to Masika as well as her, +1 hammer. Bracers of defense are identified next.
Ooh.
Very
I
useful.
I would like those.
Okay.
Oh, no armor or shield. I'd have to go naked.
Mhm.
And the adamantine breastplate is pretty darn useful.
Yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, you don't want to lose that.
Yeah, so you
Masika,
don't
you
wear
don't wear
armor,
armor.
so Solani could be good
Yeah,
for
but I
you.
already got pretty. I can get my AC pretty high already, and Masika can't. So I'm inclined to give it to Masika.
I'll take him if you're sure, but I mean, you're. Look, I don't really compare as a fighter. I was still in training when everything happened to me. I'm not a spellblade, trained by the Eladrin of all masters of all elements.
That is very kind of you, but I also want to see my friends stay alive as well. And I've seen you on the battlefield. You throw punches like this, like a storm, like faster than I ever could.
I think she wants you to have it, Solani.
I mean, my base AC when we start battle can be like 23. So
What if it was 25?
Okay.
I can get it as high as 28. So like if she really doesn't want it, I'm gonna take him. But she has more of an AC concern than I do.
You guys are the PCs. You get to make the decision.
I am voting to give him to Masika.
I can make use of them, so it's all you.
All right.
Also, she's our guide here, so we need her to be alive. Also, she's our friend.
Masika jumps up to match Artis for AC at 19 as he jangles and clanks in his Afridi mail. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you set out?
Hmm. The player side of me wants to fucking crush Rosbus's head, but Felfik wouldn't.
Oh, here.
I think Solani already set him on fire. I think Solani already set him on fire because she was so upset with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
Rylus,
mean-
you come over and crush the scorched remains of his head.
Oathbinder told me to.
As Masika starts walking forward down the path you all hear a squawking cry of a raven
Friend off
from the
up.
branch. As you look at it, a moment after you focus your eyes around it, you can see what looks like an aura, or perhaps energy. It's hard to say, but you can tell that this raven is connected to something much larger. A much deeper black colors the feathers of this raven.
Mm.
It is no mortal beast.
I salute it as I walk past.
Well, it's nice to know we finally made a friend.
As you go to walk past, it shrieks at you again, more insistent this time.
Oh.
I look towards it and be like, "What's up?"
It flutters maybe 15 feet back to another branch lower to the ground, off to the side of the trail, and squawks again.
I head over to it and hold out my arm, like if it wants to jump on.
What's
As
the matter,
you-
boys? Take me down the well.
As you walk towards it, it flies again to the next tree, squawking.
I mean,
Follow it.
All right, the raven will continue to lead you off the path. As
I look to Masika and Group and shrug as we follow the raven.
no, yeah, she's from
Yeah,
here. Makes more
Magic
sense.
raven. Yeah.
All right, you guys begin to bushwhack through dense foliage. It's not painful, but branches and leaves scrape against you as you make your way, climbing over and under gnarled tree branches. It's about 40 minutes of walking this way before you come out the other side into the jungle proper. And the raven will squawk as you exit the dense thicket and flutter up towards the sky. And you find yourselves elsewhere.
Oh, fuck.
Could I make a perception check to try to see where we have been led to?
Yes, Masika will do the same.
22. What do our elven eyes see?
Solani and Rylus, you see what Masika is not able to see with your elven eyes that pierce the distances. You're able to see that you're almost a full day's travel ahead of where you were. As you look behind you, you can see the ridge of hills that you were making your way across. And you are at their base.
Oh. Well, that's convenient.
Blessings within blessings.
Blessings.
Can we sit down for a second? I could really use it.
Wouldn't be opposed since we've just made wonderful time, I suppose.
Yeah, that... If what you're saying is right, then if we keep heading that way, the bridge shouldn't be more than an hour's travel?
Well,
Seems like the speed really, like the pressure really let off all of a sudden. That makes me worried. You ever heard of the calm before the storm?
All the time.
we are about to enter a storm, then we better best be prepared.
All right.
I suppose we find a comfortable area to chill and rest for a bit. I'll sit over on this log here.
Yeah, you and Masika go straight.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the one down tree, and you're like, ah, a seat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
A bench, wonderful.
Artis will pick a tree and lean up against it like a moody NPC. You see he's looking at his gloved hand that you know hides the Ring of Winter.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we all know it's a bad news, but do what you gotta do, I guess. All right. Well, that.
Huh?
Going in there seems too dangerous for the time.
Into what, the ring?
No. Looking ahead.
You're coming in very quiet on my end.
It's Discord. I've been victimized.
Okay.
Yeah, I transferred my curse of being quiet to Josh. I fixed mine.
I see.
What fixed it for me is I went into my like I have a mixer program that I was using, and Discord had set me to 70% instead of 100%. I don't know if you use anything like that for streaming. Is anyone doing anything specific? I see Rylas is meditating. Is there anything being handled over the course of the short rest that needs resolving?
Nothing specific. Probably just make conversation, just discuss what just fucking happened. Like, yo, that shit was crazy. And of course, roll hit dice.
I can honestly say that I did not expect to live from the last 2 days. And to know that you fought her a half dozen times, before even you were all powerful as you are now, is probably the biggest thing that has changed my perception of the three of you since we all met.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's killed me multiple times at this point. It has been a very humbling experience. But weren't you with us some of the times she attacked us? Or am I misremembering?
Some of.
Hmm.
Mostly, I was fighting off zombie apes in the back.
Hmm.
Dragonbait nods, huffing in victory. The smell of tar fills the area.
Yes, it seems her chance to kill us off has passed. We have become increasingly harder to kill. But that's what friends are for, right? To lift each other up. And it does seem abundantly clear. It seems to be she was targeting us with a dream spell, and Rylas was protected. But I still don't understand why you and Dragonbait weren't affected by the dream. Why you weren't targeted?
Had she ever met Dragonbait or Masika?
I mean, I think pretty sure they were with the party as much as Artis was. Like they said, Masika was off fighting zombie apes and stuff while we were fighting her.
It could be the combination of two souls, maybe.
I think that it has something more to do with us. We assumed those dreams were from her because of Rylas's vision, but Masika, as you said, is a creature of two souls, and Dragonbait's soul is not of this material plane. If
Well,
Rylas
now
was
you tell us.
protected by the Queen, then it would make sense that the rest of us were affected by this place's nature. Which means the worries and the anxieties that we felt have perhaps more weight to them.
That is a very great concern.
I mean, who alive is not without doubt. It seems this place is just made to siphon those doubts, bring them to the surface. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
but
there's much we can do about them now.
the oppressive weight of the Shadowfell gets to people. I'm from here, so it, just like the weird shit of the Feywild doesn't impact you as much, Solani.
Yes.
Same kind of thing, but for
No, I
goth
understand.
elves like myself.
I definitely understand what you're saying. I'm just, if that is the case, I'm not sure what we could do about it at the moment, except what they're on.
Hmm.
Maybe some breathing exercises. Channel your rage into your battle.
All of my lessons of battle have been to keep it emotionless, much the opposite of how you were trained, Rylus.
They
Battle is probably where I'm the most calm.
they tried to get me calm. I just raw couldn't keep it in. But many of the Raven Queen's most successful soldiers are kind of like you, Solani, where they are very placid in the heat of the moment.
I found it benefits from experience to have a cool head in stressful situations. Well, I suppose it's just something we will have to persevere through as we travel further in. Hope we don't have to stay here longer than needed. No offense, Rylus.
I mean, what's not to love? It's morose and gloomy all the fucking time.
I believe you're making my argument for me.
I'd like to see other parts of the Shadowfell someday, but my really only experience is a horrible, twisted nightmare version of a horrible undead-infested jungle.
See, you see the charm already there, Masika.
Oh. Maybe I don't want to see other parts.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like everywhere else you go, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the betrayal plane, but the nightmare shadow twisted version of it. I mean, the Feywild, don't get me wrong, has its dangers as well, but at least it's beautiful. Wild.
Yeah, you can be tripping balls and then get eaten by a floating
Oh yeah, the
fish.
Feywild will kill you, but you'll have a wonderful time when you die.
You know, I thought I grew up in a hard place.
We all have our struggles.
Some more unique than others, I see.
Mine weren't so bad. My memories of the Feywild are fairly positive up until the end.
Should we be able to return there soon enough?
Well, technically I can now, as I hold out the scroll that got so long ago. Like I finally eventually mastered the plane shift spell. I just haven't used it. A lot has happened since I left there. And I still have my debt to you, of course.
And ours to you all. She gestures at Artis and herself. We've a ways to go, but if this doesn't work, I dare say nothing will, so... She stands up, dusts off the back of her pants from the rotted moss, picks up her flame tongue longsword in one hand and the mace in the other. Let's fucking do this.
I say that magic items look exquisite on you. You wear them well, Masika.
She looks at the flame tongue longsword. This in particular is familiar to me. I don't think that's my memory.
Something
Or
stolen.
just makes a non-committal sound behind her.
Regardless of the memory, I'm sure you'll make good use of it. Better than its previous owner, anyway.
Hmm.
All right. We're wasting, I guess, not daylight.
Twilight.
Yeah. All right. Come on, guys. Follow me. And Masika will begin to lead the way out of the clearing.
Follow.
All right. You all follow Masika's lead. And it is not long until you are on another road. You follow this road as it twists and winds downwards towards the water's edge of this jungle-covered island. And the bridge, the Masika says, will be there. Almost an hour into your walk, you hear a piercing, human scream, a shriek of raw terror from ahead of you.
Let's go see what that is, I guess.
Which is still.
As you all make your way further, you see that there is an outpost in the middle of the road,
Ooh.
surrounded by a wooden bridge that has broken. From the edge of the wooden bridge dangles a woman wearing simple leather armor and wearing a quiver at her back, the bow having fallen to the ground some 15 feet below. Circled around the screaming woman, underneath and jumping up at her, are 3 snarling wolves of massive size with rippling black and silver fur. What does everybody do?
Not waiting. I'm going forward to cast a guiding bolt at one of these.
Yeah,
All right,
let's fuck him up.
All right, let's roll into initiative. Would everyone please roll?
I had lost my space. There I am.
Alrighty, Masika Dragbit Riley, Stealth Egg, Sonic. Alright, at the top of the round, this direwolf. Oh, let me get some fight music going. Whoops. Too many things.
Things too many.
At the top of the round, this direwolf is going to leap upwards and attempt to bite this woman. A 7 will miss. This direwolf is going to jump and try and bite. That is a 22, which will hit for 10. as this thing sinks its teeth deeply into the back of her leg and rips out a chunk. You can hear a further piercing scream as this thing lands, and she needs to make a save against falling prone. Uh, 17 succeeds. Brylus.
I will rage. Move half my speed. Drawing my weapons. And then move my remaining speed. Because this wolf's on the ground, right?
Yeah, they all are. They're just jumping up.
Gotcha. And I'll smack the shit out of this one recklessly.
All right.
Let's see, gotta decrease my rage count by 1. That is a 25 and a crit hit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, both. Thank God Divine Fury's on the first.
Yeah. Are they undead?
No, they're wolves.
Just asking.
23.
And then I will try and use a superiority die to do a menacing attack on the wolf.
Rylus, what does that look like?
When I kill it,
Yeah.
I imagine it's focused the other way, so I take out its back legs with the first hit, and then just slam through its head. And then I'll move 5 feet closer because I still had 5 feet of movement. So.
Sure. All right, if that's you, we'll go to Solani.
Alright. Well, bonus action, I will cast on my Blade Song. I'm gonna run up here. And then it might be overkill because they're wolves, but fuck it. I'm gonna do a lightning bolt on these two.
Okay, that's a 13 and a 17.
Okay. 21 damage to both of them.
Yikes, you bloody both of the wolves.
And that will be me.
All right, this woman on the top run across the bridge. She sees you all come running up and hears the. She opens her mouth and then the clattering racket of a lightning bolt streaking across buries her words for a moment, and you hear, "Please help her! She's gonna fall!" And she continues to run. She will dash over, but she can't take any actions. Artis, ever useful, comes over. He's gonna shoot his bow. He's so good at shooting his bow.
Okay. He got one.
12 piercing to or 4 to the first and 8 to the second. You hear another voice yelling muffled inside of the hut on top of the outpost. Dragonbait will run over and position himself in front of Artis. Velthek.
Move up. And we'll go for the backliner.
Okay.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Velthek, what does that look like?
With that, kind of trying to spring the line just so it doesn't get back up there, as it seems to be winding up for another leap. Bolt slams into its side, crippling the leg before it collapses down to that sickening crunch on its own weight. Yeah, there's so many ones there.
Unfortunately, it was enough.
Is that going to be you, Dragonbait? Or Dragonbait? Zach? Wow. Jesus Christ.
Dardus?
No, don't start it. Velthek, is that you?
Yes, that
Speciest.
is me.
Fully.
All you dragon folk look alike.
All you dragon-looking types. What's your
You
name?
can
Woo-hoo?
make
Fucking shit.
a strength save to stay. It's a natural 20. She does not fall.
Ooh, good for her.
Natural 20, followed by Masika, running up her 50 feet. She'll dash over this wolf and ignite her sword with the ignition of fire. The remix to ignition. This direwolf is going to disengage and turn to flee. Rylus.
I yell after the thing. I'm like, "Come back here, you little bitch!"
I'm
I
not done
can't
killing
get
you
there. Instead, I'll position myself underneath here to catch her if. But I will. I've got a javelin.
You also have a circlet of blasting, I remember, if I believe.
I do. Sure, kind of a waste of a rage, but whatever.
Oh, we're high level. You have plenty to spare.
I only have 2 left for today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you got knocked unconscious a couple of times. That's right.
Let's see. Circlet of blasting. That fires 3 beams, right?
Sounds correct. I believe it's just the regular scorching ray spell.
Can I cast the spell since I'm raging?
Can you end your rage as a bonus action?
Well, it's not actually casting a spell. It's using.
It's activating activating an item. I would say that that's fine.
Okay.
I'll double check rage though, because that's interesting.
That is a good
You're able
question.
to
Yeah.
cast
You can't cast a
and-
spell, but you can still activate a magic item.
Yeah.
But you can't cast a spell from it.
You can also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action. Yeah. So if you needed to, if you wanted to stop it in that case. Wow. Yeah, the all of those hit. No, wait, the 13 doesn't hit.
Oh, ignore the rage damage of the combat.
That's funny.
Just 15 and whatever.
15 on the
23.
first, and the 11. Oh yeah, what does that look like?
I channel my anger into the circlet, and 3 beams shoot out. The first one hits it and like square on, and the next one goes a little wide because I think I look up to hear her screaming, and then the last one like rings true and goes right through its middle. And then I look up and say, "Drop, I'll catch you."
Give me a persuasion.
Would this be at disadvantage or just normal?
No, I'll say it's a normal. Oops, that's Velthek's token, not Masika. Oops. It's hard to say if her grip lets go or if she believes you, but there's a cracking sound and she will fall, and you are easily able to catch her, Rylus. Hold on, we're coming down! And the other woman will start running down the narrow pegboard stairs that make their way up to the 15-foot tree line. Far too narrow for the wolves to navigate. And she'll come running over. Are you okay? Yeah, I just... Oh, fucking leg.
I've got her cradled.
Oh, thank you. But, oh, God. Oh. Maybe you have a bandage or something.
It would have
I got it.
Velthek, would you like to take a look?
been 9 healing as I was walking my way over casting his shoes already
Oh, excellent. Healing word. And as she looks back down, you can see that her leg is already knitting back together. A faint red line is left. As she tests the leg, standing up from Rouse's cradle, she does seem almost all healed. Thank you. Sir,
Oh,
are you a knight?
a humble servant of the Raven Queen.
She makes a respectful gesture. Believer.
I set her down.
Looks like we stumbled along just in time. May I ask what you all are doing out here?
One more to top. it
We
off.
are the guardians of the bridge. We oversee passage.
Ah,
Anyone who
Well, that-
follows the road here, and she'll gesture, and you can see through the trees past the building the beginnings of a large stone bridge, at the edge of the island.
Well, that's helpful because we actually need to cross the bridge.
Well, normally we would conduct a formal interview, but seeing as you're all clearly good, well-spirited people, could we treat you to something like an evening meal? As thanks, and before allowing you to continue forward?
Can you make mansion chicken?
The question is
I
coming.
realize they don't know what mansion chicken is.
Uh,
We,
We have a lovely stew going.
I think
Dejected, he's like, that'll be fine.
we thank you very much for your hospitality. I think it's wise that we be well rested before crossing. We would be more than grateful for any lodgings and dinner you may be able to provide. Thank you.
All right. They will split off, taking up and running up to the hut and inn. They say that they would welcome you in, but it's a bit of a mess. They weren't expecting guests.
That's fine. Yeah. Is it enough for all of us to fit in? All 6 of us with them?
No. It is
Okay.
only a 3x4 space.
I can wait outside. I don't mind well, maybe not fresh air, but air. Whatever constitutes fresh air in this realm.
It's still fresh. And I think I'll stay down here. I don't exactly want to afflict things. Looking at the living wood trees and
The
Mhm.
stew's gone bad.
All right. Okay. They'll do you guys do anything with the wolf bodies while they're getting stew and bringing down plates and bowls?
I'll look to the. Would you like help clearing these out of the way, or would you like to skin and tan these, or if you could make use of their materials?
The closest will make a pained expression. If you could remove them, we would appreciate it.
very well.
Very well.
Body stacking.
Stack them corpses, get them out.
Yeah, with their blessing, assuming it's what they would like, I would also start looking to maybe try to burn the corpses so that they are not just sitting over there rotting.
Okay.
I mean, there's a big bridge, right?
Throw them off the bridge.
I mean,
The bridge is maybe a 15-minute walk.
Okay, so
Oh.
It would be a bit.
Alright.
Yeah, you can see it from where you are, but it's because it's quite large. It's over 200 feet long.
I'll start to work setting the walls on fire so that they
Crisp
burn
down.
away,
Excellent.
don't leave a corpse. Yeah.
Okay. A casual 20 minutes later of burning bodies, the 3 women will come down and ask that you guys arrange yourselves in this sort of circle that they're setting out. There's a blanket that they're laying down and some... They're not stained, but perhaps threadbare cushions.
Older.
Yeah,
Worn in.
used.
When people wonder why I take the nice pillows all the time.
Thank you again. This smells delicious.
Just thank you.
Dragonbait will come and sit, Artus will come and sit, Masika will come and sit. And there's a very large pot of stew that they've placed down. This is probably the cooking pot that they use over their fire. It's almost as large as any of you. There are several plates of bread and a single large, almost like comical slice of cheese.
I don't know.
It's possible they have one.
I like to take the bowl that would be handed over to Rylus, and then I'd like to cast Prestidigitation on it so it tastes like matching chicken.
Excellent.
And I hand it over to Rylus.
My face lights up with joy.
Enjoy.
Love it. Just give me a rug. There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's a rug. Oh god, it's a big rug.
Big enough to sit on.
Hmm.
All right.
It's the best rub.
They will ladle out soup for all of you. It's our custom to feed guests first. They say, and they will introduce themselves as Cora, Dorothy, and Eleanor.
Beautiful.
Pleasure to meet you three. My name is Solani.
What brings all of you here?
Oh. As our friend Rylus mentioned earlier, we are here to cross the bridge.
To what end, if I may follow up?
Oh, this is long. How much time do you have?
This is our evening meal, so...
Yeah, well, I suppose, yeah, I apologize. I'm going to write it down this time. What is the name of the...
Shavalok.
Shavalok? Shavalok. Okay, I'm writing it down this time. We are going over to cross the bridge in order to face the one known as Shavalok. Thank you, Veltic.
They exchanged confused looks. We don't know anyone of that name. What manner of creature is he?
Spirit. One that is seeking passage back into the material plane would be immeasurable damage.
Yes, we're hoping to stop him before he can make it over to the material plane. Why is
Well then,
another...
our best wishes to you on doing that. Hopefully, if it's small enough to have escaped our sight, then it's not too hard to deal with. A small pest.
Let me ask you, what do you know of the land beyond the island beyond the bridge? Do you know what's out there? If not, Shavalok?
It is one of the realms claimed by the spirit demons. Sorry, shadow demons. The entire island is covered in a magical darkness. It is said that even those with the eyes of the Raven Queen struggle to see there.
Oh shit! Fuck. No. We're certainly no strangers to being careful. May I ask, out of curiosity, who has tasked you to guard this bridge? For whom do you serve?
We guard it for the Lady of the Land.
Ah. Well, and she would be very pleased with your work here. It seems you run a very, very tight ship here.
Who amongst you pays the most attention to Dragonbait?
Probably Velthig. And that's
Velthig has known him the longest.
I've known him the longest. At the same time, I still remember him being an absolute G coming back from the goblin attack that he stopped, and I've been worried and keeping an eye on him since, knowing that he will shoulder shit by himself if he has to.
Velthik. Dragonbait has not touched his stew and has stopped Artis from eating his.
Oh, fuck.
I've kind of had this same flashback to the fucking city of Mesro as well. Or not.
He seems distinctly on edge, is what you can tell just by looking at him. If you'd like to know more, you can make me an insight check.
I would love to.
Why isn't he stopping the rest of us from eating this too? What the fuck?
Because he can't talk to you guys easily.
Okay.
Dragonbait, it looks like he's coiled to spring. And with a 22, you notice his nostrils flaring. And remember that he has the ability to sense alignments of other creatures. He is deeply suspicious. But he doesn't have any specific knowledge of something being wrong. As you're looking at him, he looks at you, and the scent of violets fills the area. One of the women looks around. What is that?
Some of the effects that happen. A bit tense and nervous, but also why some of the crowd desiccates near me. Were you, guarding the bridge anyway? Are you preventing those who are weaker, or just keeping watch as I'm, not eating it, but also kind of, looking to these women, and then also a little bit just loving, trying to signal, not too obviously.
Which one of them do you ask that to?
I would definitely go for the one on my left, because I would definitely be trying to glance occasionally past her towards Solani, just as conversational piece.
She says a myriad of things. In some cases, we're bound to give warnings to travelers. In other cases, we allow some to enter their folly.
Especially if it seems to be the land of the demons, I assume then on the border, if this is the lady's land, that might occasionally try to cause trouble.
Well, if they could try and cause trouble with us, they know who's gonna butter their bread. Guess it doesn't extend to wolves. Do you not like the stew? She looks over at Artis. Just, not hungry. Adventurous stomach.
Thank you, man.
It is at this point that I would like to ask everybody who did eat the food. Rylus, definitely. Solani and Velthek, it is up to you to decide whether you ate the food before.
No, I
You
definitely
realized the
had
warning.
I had some flashbacks to Homu, and I was like, nah.
Hmm.
I think, if I'm being honest, I probably had a taste at least.
All right.
If
That
I'm,
is
if I'm being
very
honest.
honest of you. Rylus and Solani, can you both please make me con saves? Masika would, but she's immune to poison.
We're so proud of her.
You guys are both fine and not poisoned. However, you do feel the turn in your stomach and need to fight down a gag as the poison begins to course through your system. For you, as elves, are able to master it and flush it from your blood.
Something is wrong with the stew.
No, I don't think anything is wrong. You're all inordinately tough, aren't you?
I'm gonna start
You-
standing up.
Yeah, me as well. Hand on my sword.
Same.
We've had a long day, so if this is some kind of trickery, let's make this a little quicker. For our sakes.
Would you like to make me an intimidation check, Solani?
Ooh. I mean, I
Should do it with advantage with Velthek.
May I do?
Yeah, Velthek, do you wanna say something in addition to looming to give advantage?
100% on this. It's like we have dealt with a lich and her undead triage of dinosaurs. You are by far the smallest speck in our path right now.
Yeah. Could been better. Could been worse.
Yeah.
Would you like to use your once per session?
I have a 0 modifier. I'm not sure. Not gonna
Yeah.
chance
Okay.
getting better than that.
Okay. They, as one, will stand. If you've already had to deal with that all day, then you must be quite tired. It would be a shame if someone took all your pretty things.
Are they trying to cast sleep on elves?
They are not. They do, as one, reach for pouches that appear to be sewn of human flesh that appear at their
Wow.
waist.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to try.
Boom, 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 and let me
Right.
put our girls down.
Pinky bitches, man.
Are night hags undead?
Hard to say.
I'm only asking for Oathbinder. I'm going to hit them with it regardless.
No, they are fiends, if I remember correctly. I'll double check that right now.
I think
They are
fiends apply Oathbinder.
Okay.
Essentially, it's evil shit.
Yeah.
A fiend or an undead with this magic weapon takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 hit points or fewer, it must make a DC 15 wisdom save or be destroyed. I forgot about that part.
Very cool. Let me roll for all the NPCs. Artis, Dragonbait, Sika. Alrighty. I've left the fight music on this whole time. Goodness gracious.
It was a foreboding.
It was
The
the telling
undercurrent of
message.
anxiety. Well, different music plays now. All right, Night Hag Eleanor will turn and immediately cast.
I would like to try to whatever. Oh, does it? Is she casting it innately?
Yes, hags are innate
Okay.
casters.
All right. Just making sure.
Will immediately try and cast. What the fuck is the name? Where am I stupid? Is this not in their list?
Oh no.
All right,
Did
never mind.
Roll20 eat their list?
We'll
Maybe
turn
I have Roll20
and
eat the list sometimes.
we'll turn and cast Hold Person on Velthek. Can I get a Wisdom save?
Hell yeah.
You're good at those. Oh.
That slow stone grinding turn.
Delani, you were standing hand on your weapon. You knew this would
Yeah.
happen.
I feel like I have a hand on the hilt of my sword to make him think I'm going for it, and then in my other hand, I have it raised and summon a shadowy blade to swipe into her as a misdirect. As I will cast a shadow blade in my bonus action, and then use 2 actions, or attack and extra attack to try to strike into the hag before me.
Are you casting Shadow Blade at a level higher than 3?
No, I'm casting it at second
Then-
level. What? Would
Then
they like
your
to-
yes, your Shadow
Okay.
Blade is counterspelled by Korra up here, but it only
I
eats your
shrug.
bonus action.
I shrug. So be it, and I'll pull out my rapier and I will cast Booming Blade. That's how you want to do it. 26.
Yeah, 26 hits. Yeah.
So that's 8 on the sword, and then for the booming blade itself, it'll be 11 thunder damage, and another 10 if she decides to move.
All right, keep me honest with that 10.
And I will just attack her again.
22
22
hits.
for 10 piercing magical damage,
Very nice.
and that'll be me.
All right, you hear a howling from the woods as dire wolves begin to come bounding towards you from the distance.
Bounding over.
These hags killed your friends. It wasn't us, I swear. Oh no. Are they going for dragon bait?
Yup.
God damn it.
17 will hit. That is his AC.
Bro, we need to get you some plate, man.
Piercing. He only has medium armor proficiency,
Really?
I believe, based on the breastplate. And he needs to make a strength save.
I always thought he was like a paladin archetype person.
He is ish,
Ish.
but he's also the shortest member of the party.
Hey now.
He's a short
He's
king.
like small. He's a short king.
Short people can be kings.
Yes, but sometimes they can't wear plate mail.
Fair
Velthek.
We are going to cast a spell. It's a bonus action, and it's at 5th level. On my
Alright.
own.
We're gonna try again, get a counter spell from this one. She makes a straight charisma roll. You said 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, straight charisma. That is a 15 on the knot.
Oh. Well. With that. This one between us, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The Scepter Stavros. Straight into her temple.
Holy artifact, straight into the temple.
Why? That's Divine Strike and not Holy.
Goodness. 22. Slams the Night Hag.
That is me as I stand firm in my place.
All right. The dire wolves. They're dire, and they're wolves.
Wow.
Rylus.
I stood up before, but I will draw my hammers and rage. And then I'll attack Cora recklessly. Twice with Oathbinder.
Okay. 23 and 24 both hit.
Okay. We're going... No, I'm not going to use a superiority die right now. Turn off Divine Fury. So 19 plus 14 plus 17.
All right, you
50
reduce her
damage.
down to 1 HP more than this one.
Okay. Does she have
Slam it.
fewer than 25 hit points?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Absolutely slamming into this night hag. Is that going to be you?
Yeah.
All right. Artis is going to turn and help Dragonbait. Bookmark flashes out. 2 hits for 18 total, or 16 total.
I feel like it's tragic because Arteris, between all of us, has the most nat ones.
He really
It's
does.
crazy. It's crazy the amount of nat ones this guy
It
has.
is such a shame.
Velthek, opportunity attack is provoked.
And you're booing.
And
Yeah,
booming.
the
Oh, I forgot about
and
the boom.
booming
10.
for the 10 thunder damage, please.
And booming. She's bloody.
Just like ass whooping.
24 hits.
24.
All right. Well, she'll just have to do more than 34 damage on this turn as she casts Lightning Bolt. Solani, Masika, Rylus, dex save, please.
Not an advantage.
I'll use my one.
I will use my once per. Once per on that. It's probably still gonna fail.
All right. This is a DC 14. So
Oh,
everyone will succeed. You will all take half, except Masika. She will take none. So 11 for everybody.
Alright, I am gonna reduce that further and cast Absorb Elements. with a
Okay.
reduction.
You'll take
Unless-
5.
Unless they would like to counterspell that.
They don't know what spell it is.
Okay.
So
Huh, it's not letting me do the trick of editing the stuff with the subtracting in the box thing. Weird.
that is weird. What's your current HP? Oh, there you go. It I think it fixed itself now. I see.
No,
your
I
HP roll was blank
edited
and
it
now
on the
fixed it.
sheet, but let me reload.
Sometimes Roll20 doesn't load it for me too, but it will load it for everyone else. And then it won't fix itself until you reload.
Well, like it didn't change it when I only had like 45 HP and did a bunch of short, used a bunch of hit
Yeah,
dice.
sometimes it just doesn't update for you, but it updates for everyone else.
Okay, it's showing 112 out of 151 now. So
Masika is going to carve 2 bloody furrows in this wolf that cauterize themselves afterwards. Then Arctis is going to get jumped.
Oh no!
My boy!
16 will not hit Arctis. Dragonbait turns and starts a schwangin'.
A schwangin' and a schwangin'.
17s will hit for 20 total. Bloodying this wolf. Alright, we're here finally at the end of the turn order. You recklessly attacked.
I sure did.
So she will have advantage. She casts Inflict Wounds.
Hmm.
Yep.
So that is a 25 for 16 necrotic. You are
That
still
hits,
resistant.
but I'm resistant to, so that's 8.
Yup. Alrighty, that's her, and we're all the way at the bottom with Mr. Last Wolf over here.
Hi, Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Alrighty. Boop, 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 bop, beep. You guys are extraordinarily tough. Another spell at Velthek. This time, Magic Missile.
Nice.
11 force damage into the implacable cleric. And she will step away, since you do not have a reaction. Solani.
I would like to stab the one below me with another booming blade.
All right.
I'll be at normal because I have no one to flank with.
20 hits.
20 hit. For 7, and then I'll roll a d6 for the fire damage from my absorb elements. So 8, or not fire damage, lightning damage. And then for the booming blade, another 11 thunder damage and 10 if she moves.
Excellent.
If she is still up, then I will attack her normally.
She is up. She has single digits.
So
17 hits.
Hey! So I skewered her
Solani.
through the heart.
Yeah.
Flourish. I rip the blade out, flourish the blood away. And I just smile and go, and your stew is shit, by the way.
As
then-
you kill
Sorry,
her,
go ahead.
not only do you deny the other hags their coven spells, but the rug vanishes.
How dare they?
My god. Terrifying. Question, is this like deep water over here, or is this just like a puddle?
No, it's just like a puddle.
Alright, then as my bonus action, I would like to face step over here to help out my friend.
Oh god. Okay.
That
All right. If that's you.
is me.
All right. Wolf attack.
It now occurs
22.
to me, as I already used my bonus action, that I forgot to cast Blade Song, but it's fine. I will cast Shield instead.
No!
Aha!
Blasted Dendrat. Direwolf attacking Artis. 19 will connect for 9 piercing. He makes a strength save. That is not enough. Artis is dragged down.
Artist.
Velthek.
It's done. Channel Divinity.
Oh god.
I don't even move. I just stand there, start praying as the eyes of Sovereigns extend out from. And then, bonus action, I cast a spell. A shield of pain.
All right. This wolf is gonna come in and try and attack you.
Taste Twilight, Wolf.
Dirty 20.
Miss.
Hit you, Velthek. All right. Rylus, you recklessly attacked. He has advantage. A 19 to hit you.
Hits.
13 piercing, and you need a DC 13 strength save versus being knocked prone. You are good.
How much
It
damage?
is your
did you
turn.
say?
13, halved to 6.
Okay. 1 second, just adjusting my HP.
No.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of the hag.
Hagoo.
Oh, let me add Divine Fury. Yeah, 11, 21, 35. Or
Good.
36.
Yes. 36.
Is she still up?
She is still up, and she is 1 HP above 25.
Okay.
God.
28 hits.
How about
For
now?
22. She is definitely below 25 HP. She's on single digits. What kind of
let me-
save is it?
It's a Wisdom save? Yeah, DC 15 Wisdom save or be destroyed.
Oh my
All right.
Oh
god.
my god.
I love the wording on that.
Be destroyed.
Wisdom. That is a 20.
Okay,
Ah.
she's fine. I'm going to action surge.
No!
Yes!
Yeah, that hits. What does that
Yay!
look like?
I just crush her skull in, and then I turn to. Or can I shift here between the dogs so that I'm flanking with Masika?
Yeah.
All right, and then I have one more Oathbinder strike, and I haven't bonus actioned, so I can do my offhand attack as well.
Which one?
26 on the dog between Masika and myself,
Alright, 26 hits.
and I'm assuming they
It
are
is a
not
regular
fiend.
dog.
Okay,
Regular direwolf.
so not nearly as exciting. 15.
What does that look like?
I just crush through its skull, and then I'll shift up here to be flanking with Solani and do an offhand strike.
Yep.
For
16 more.
on that direwolf.
Another smash into this wolf's legs. There's a loud snap.
And I look over at Artis and I'm like, no, lift it with your legs, silly. Oh, I didn't realize Twilight was going. Cool.
Yeah. You're on the edge.
Artis down on the ground, stands up. He's gonna give his dagger a spin and stab it into this wolf for 7 piercing, killing it as he stabs it right in the eye, yanks it out. He's going to turn and swipe twice at the wolf, trying to get it away from him.
Another
Catching
one.
it for 6. Another one.
Artist
There's always
funny.
one of his rolls as a nat 1.
Artist is
Art
like,
Timber
yeah.
is cursed by being an adventurer so long that all the cool stuff is behind him.
yeah.
He's only
He's-
allowed to be a side
He's
character.
having a midlife crisis right now as an adventure.
For real.
There, it says 21 Twilight for artists.
He had a
He
whole
is-
R-rated up montage scene too, which is the sad. This is the crazy sad.
No,
thing.
no. See, he's having this rusty moment. He got all his shit out of retirement, and now he's got to warm back up to. That is
It's like the
juicy.
The
Fucking
Winter
damn.
Soldier when he's an enemy versus the Winter Soldier when he's your ally.
Masika will reduce this wolf to single digits with a pair of swipes of her. Oh, she makes 3 attacks, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
Oh,
wait, that's not an
advantage
advantage.
roll.
Hold
that is not,
Baba
yeah,
Booey.
there we go.
Hey.
on. Bringing it down.
That's our Masika.
Blessed with another 21. Twilight is fucking out of control right now.
Disgusting.
We love making our women NPCs OP.
It's true. And that.
Artist
Every time, and that.
gets bit for 9, which doesn't even get through the temp, and he makes a save against being pulled prone. He is not. Dragon Bait goes to help his buddy.
You know, Dragonbait.
Dragon Bait swings thrice with the Holy
He only has
Avenger.
15 movement?
Ooh.
No, but he wants to stay inside the Twilight.
Oh, gotcha. I can't
For
see the
20
Twilight.
flat. Oh, let me make it visible for everybody. Whoops.
Yeah, that's
Aha.
why I didn't know that it was running.
Brrr. Oh, excuse me.
Belthek, it's your turn again.
It's juicy.
An 18 misses.
No, that's not even a swing. That's
No, I'm saying an 8. No,
Oh,
an
oh,
18
oh.
misses you.
my bad. Yes. An 18 will
Yeah,
miss.
yeah. This hag sees the writing on the wall. Cast plane shift.
Ah, you.
Get back out of you pussy!
Solani.
I'll grunt like, oh, hopefully that won't come to bite us in the ass as I turn to the wolf and will cast Booming Blade on it at advantage, 18 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll be a 7 plus the Booming Blade, which is 8 Thunder and 12 if they decide to move, and then I will attack him again.
All right.
This time at advantage.
29 hits.
29, 12
What does that look
piercing.
like?
Literally just like through the underbelly of this wolf, piercing out through the spine, throwing maybe a little fleck of blood at Brylas, but not a lot, as I very gracefully flung it back out, and then will run over here to assist my dragon friend.
All right. Delta.
Shimmying speedy mage.
Blessing up everybody with this Twilight going on. So we go to crack this wolf in half.
27 hits. For 13.
Excellent. That is me, as I just hold my ground.
Rylus.
Okay. So there is 2 doggos left. Go over here and help Artis. I'll recklessly attack.
Goodness gracious. That first one was enough.
Okay.
Do you have enough movement to make it to the other one?
I don't know. I was here. No, I don't. It cost me all my movement to move over here.
And you can't throw it anymore. Sad.
Did you get one of your teleports back on a short rest?
I only have 1 left for the day. I can hurl a hand axe.
Ooh. 17 hits.
Oh, but that would be at normal. Does a 15
15
hit?
would hit. Yep. For 11. That bloodies it.
That's me.
Alrighty.
Did initiative go away?
It did.
Okay. Making sure I wasn't crazy there.
I've done that to myself.
Artis.
Mm.
Turns.
My
Sheathes
bow.
his dagger. Draws his bow. Ding, tang. There it is! There it is!
The nat one.
God!
He's got to get out of this rusty rut, man.
Buddy!
He's also like way
Dude.
better with the dagger damage, even though it's a D4.
It's got to be the new hand. He's not used to it yet. It grew in. He's still
Oh
trying.
my god.
He hasn't jerked off enough with it.
Yeah, he hasn't loosened up the tendons appropriately to be like this, loose archer
You killed
figure.
Mike. You've killed Mike. He's
I
dead.
mean, like, how do you build your dexterity with your hand? Simple. Jerk it.
Sure,
That's how
dude.
you build. That's how you build your hand dexterity.
All right, as Masika comes in and brings down the flaming longsword once more, the last wolf is slain. Congratulations, everyone. You have solved my hag puzzle.
Solani just groans. Is there no one friendly in this plane? Besides,
Well,
of
I
course, the
am.
Raven Queen.
Well, I mean, we are on the border of demonic territory.
I understand, but still. Is it too much to ask?
Yes, in this matter.
Ugh.
Also, thank you, Dragonbait. Greater part of that crew.
He snorts.
Much appreciated. Perhaps a bit too hasty in accepting hospitality after the fight we had just now. All right.
My suspicions are still ever present with everything.
Well, regardless, it still might be for the best that we rest up a bit before we cross the bridge. We don't know what we're gonna face on the other side.
I would agree.
Do we really want to camp out in a hag's nest?
We could set
I
it on
mean-
fire.
Well, hold on a second.
Do we
Let's
want
see
to take
what
a
they-
look inside to see
Yes,
if they have
let-
anything?
Let's see. The hags are known to sometimes carry useful information. We should perhaps check
Is
their
there-
stores, see if there's
did
anything
that-
we use.
The 2 hags we killed, are their remains still here, or?
Yeah.
I'll toss their body. Look for stuff.
Okay.
While he does that, I'm gonna climb up and go into the cabin.
Rylus. On one of the bodies, you find a lustrous black gem.
Hmm.
On the other body, you find a bag made of stitched flesh. It is completely sealed. There is no opening.
I will note both of these things and say, hey, Velthek and Solani, this is probably weird magic shit.
Thank you, Belthic. I can, if Belthic can, I can check on those in a second, but I would like to look through the cabin first.
Yeah, I would take some time to identify that.
Okay.
Do I need to do a separate search of the other hag?
No, that encompasses both of them.
Okay. Does anybody know what the black gem or Rylus wasn't there, that was Sprocket. So did the hags we fought in the temple have similar items?
Think so. I can't
Um,
remember the fuck they were, so I'd still cast Identify using the scepter.
Solani, as you make your way in and begin searching through, this is a bedded nest. In one corner, moldy straw forms what was probably a communal bed. The rest of the room bears smashed or damaged or otherwise profaned items that make up their lowly nest. Bones and a foul-smelling heap near one corner seem to be their cooking station. While there appears to be a set of chests and crates all stacked haphazardly against another corner.
I'll scrunch my nose in disgust for a second as I will cast a quick prestidigitation to put a nice scent in front of my nose, and then if you'll allow me, I'd like to make an investigation check to search through the crates and chests to see if I find anything useful or
Sure.
interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything still usable amid this muck.
So 24.
With a 24, you search through it, and there are many crates of disgusting pieces and parts that you would not be interested in, such as scalps. But you do find a small lockbox is the word I'm looking for, that seems to jingle and is filled with coin, as well as a chest that seems to have been put here so long ago that the lock is all but rusted away. It falls apart in your hands. As you're able to open it, it appears to contain a traveler's or perhaps a merchant seller's goods, a variety of mostly small cost items. You see a ring, a set of crystal dice, a small woolen blank tapestry, a stoneware tankard that seems to have elven script on it, an obsidian orb set with rosette of onyx, a pouch that contains 20 vials of perfume, and a small cask of salted fish that assaults your nose as soon as you open it.
Okay. but none of them seem overtly magical. They seem like trinkets and things
Yes.
that they have acquired.
Yes. Inside the lockbox, there is 800 copper, 6,000 silver, 2,200 gold, and 70 platinum.
All right. If I am able, I will put these materials into the bag of holding.
You are easily able to, probably prestidigitating them as you go.
Okay. Sorry, could you type out again what was in the lockbox?
It's in the chat.
Oh, this also has the lockbox contents?
Yeah,
Okay.
the money is right on the top. 800
Oh, that's
copper,
at the top.
6,000
Okay.
silver.
Thank you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I will put that in the bag of holding.
Veltic, you're easily able to identify a heartstone and a soul bag. A heartstone is a magical stone usable by hags to enter the ethereal plane, and any humanoid touching it is instantly cured of any and all diseases.
I mean,
Brothel would pay good money for that.
I was gonna say, regardless, maybe you want to hold on to that next time you visit the whorehouse.
yep. Definitely your wheelhouse if you want it.
Sure.
And the other item is a soul bag. When a night hag kills or is near an evil humanoid, when they die from being haunted by the hag can catch the soul in this black skin sack.
We should destroy this one.
Probably for the best.
Probably was laptop would do well to get rid of it.
I mean, it is magical in nature. I'm not sure if simply cutting it up or setting it on fire will do the trick if it's magical.
Worth a try, though.
I mean, if we really want to, I can try to dispel the magic on it, but I don't know if it's worth it at that point.
I would leave that at your discretion, man, of dispersing it.
We've used a lot of magic today. If we're gonna be unsafe tonight, it may be better to conserve.
I suppose. Oh, what?
Dragonbait
Where's the fun in that?
makes the snorting sound like, no, fucking do it.
That's a compelling argument, Dragonbait. I mean, if we don't do it, we damn whatever souls are in the bag.
I'm sure whatever made it is coming back for it. I don't know if it got
Also,
away.
One of them did. You know what? That's true. One of them did get away. I would not risk it falling into their hands again. I'm not sure if third level will be enough to do anything, but I will attempt a third level dispel magic upon it.
Let me reread the... Any spell on it ends. Yeah, I'll say there is a sound like a sighing scream, and the bag seems to deflate like a bagpipe.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. And then I hold out my gauntleted hand and shoot a firebolt into it.
There's a more high-pitched screaming sound as it catches fire and very quickly is burned to nothing.
There we go.
A dark, ugly spot is left on the ground.
Problem averted. If Eleanor would like to come and pay grievance, she is more than welcome to find me.
I'm sure they'll try.
I mean, I don't know. We just demolished her sisters and presumably these wolves that were in their possession. If that's all they have, I'd be more careful than walk up to us again.
Yes, we're the most dangerous things walking around, and everything keeps wanting to test itself against us. Walking away from the pile of corpses, yes?
I would agree with that, yes.
Well, I suppose. That being said, if we're not resting here, I still think it'd be wise that we rest before we cross the bridge, since we don't know what dangers lie across.
I agree with that. Even if
I
crossing
mean-
would let us rest.
Pretty much everything dangerous is inside the Shadewalk. That's where what we'll be facing is, but I am never one to go against prudence. I will take you guys back to this map.
Yes, man.
Whoa!
You know what?
Yeah?
It's like a fart, all of you.
I gotta watch that movie again.
You all
gotta love
take
Wayne's World.
66 psychic damage. And die.
No!
Oh, worth it.
Whoa!
Also, it'll take more than 66 to psychic damage to kill us at this point.
Extreme close up.
66. Fine. You forced my hand.
66.
60. Anyway, you guys make your way away from the campsite further down the road. You can see a massive 30-foot wide stone bridge ahead of you, some 100 feet off the edge of this map. Would you like to camp here
Yes.
on the road, or are you looking for a place like are you going away to try and?
I mean, I don't. How often travel do you think this road is? Are we gonna risk passerbys if we stay on the road?
Something tells me not likely.
Well, you can still make a dome, right?
That's
Right, but we don't want to make a dome in the middle of the road and have people like walk in and be like, "Oh shit, there's a dome here."
I think Velthic just made a dome.
That's
Oh.
the right size.
If you did, I cannot see it.
Oh fucking shit!
Piss
Pissed my ass.
Pissing ass.
A piece of ass cock.
Ass pissed shit.
Blah, 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 blah.
We're in a mood tonight.
All right.
We're gremlins.
You guys all follow Velthic, and as you're all standing close together, he concentrates, and after a few moments, a semi-invisible purple dome will appear around you all, protecting you from the outside area.
Well, I guess that answers that query. Where we're sleeping.
Not great to worry about it too much. The closer the better. We can set out immediately.
Alright, well, let's try to get something to eat that isn't poisoned. So
I mean,
my rations.
That bad. It did taste like mansion chicken.
Well, I made it taste good. I was being polite before. It didn't taste good. I was just being polite. It was bad. I will take out some rations and nibble on hardtack or whatever
Yep.
we packed.
Masika will do the same, as will Artis and Dragonbait.
I can't believe you're forcing us to use rations. It's not like we haven't had
dare
to use
I.
them for like ages.
The entire game.
What do you mean I can't feast upon mansion food?
Where's thy mansion food?
I want
While
to
we're
speak to your
chilling here, I
manager.
will summon my raven. Finally.
True. We got
Okay.
the time.
Yeah.
You should have a
a
raven in your NPCs.
They're my NPCs.
10-foot radius. It's actually
Where?
even smaller.
Okay.
Made a raven is mine. There are many like it, but this one's mine.
Where's the NPC?
It's you scroll down, it's under the PC tab.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. I like how the sweet Adeline is an NPC.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen that thing in a while.
It's
I'll step out to summon it because I think it can't leave the dome if I do or something. So anyway, and then I'll say, "Hello, little friend. Please watch over us while we rest."
Hey, but no problem.
No, no.
Oh, dude. Hello. You're Spunky.
Yeah.
What's your name, or can I just call you Spunky?
I usually let people make up a name. Spunky's fine.
Okay, well, nice to meet you, Spunky. I'm Rylus.
Yeah, I know. You're pretty
And
spunky yourself.
I point out the people in the dome, Masika and Belthek and Salani and Dragonbait and Artis.
Yeah, I
And
only
I
really
and I
care about the people with the blessing, you know. The other ones, they can go suck.
and I whisper, Artis is kind of an asshole. You should poop on him.
Hey, no problem. I don't really eat or the poop, but you know, well, I'll figure something out.
I appreciate it.
Oh
Drop
my
a twig
God.
on him.
Appreciate you.
Drop a
and-
twig on.
Was not expecting this voice from a raven.
Ah,
Fuck.
I
Hey, I'm
have
flying over here.
I have summoned one of the Raven familiars. Spunky will watch over us.
I'm sorry, you call him Spunky.
He was Spunky, and he said that was fine for a name, and I wasn't feeling creative.
Okay.
You can name yours something else.
I blink and I'm curious. I think Solani always saw familiar as just like magical artifacts, or not artifacts, like creations. They're really attributed emotions and things to them. So now she's just curious and she's going to summon her raven to see what its deal is. Knowing that they
okay.
now have deals, apparently.
Yeah.
It will actually, you know, I'll do it on my watch because it does take an hour.
Okay. All right, so then let's talk about watch orders. You guys
Rylus,
take an
I
hour
right?
to eat. Rylus and went and is summoning his raven.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take the last two, third, and fourth watch because I like to get my spell slots back.
I'll take first then.
I'll take
Okay,
second.
I'll take the first two.
All right. Rylus and Velthek then.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll get Masika and Rylus.
And for shits and gigs, I'll summon.
Okay. You are done with your foresight by the time
Yeah.
you the dome and stuff. Yeah.
Been a whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to make mine with advantage since I have assistance on both of mine, or just do single?
Why don't we just single on the first because you still were summoning him during that watch, and then you'll get advantage on the second. Velthek, can I get a excellent? All right, between the two of you, Rylus, you are enjoying being able to see through your familiar's eyes and soar with the wings of a raven, as you always wished. Velthek, you keep an eye on the low ground, the trees and surrounding area. Through the dome, it's always hard to keep watch, but you're relatively certain that nothing is watching you but yourselves. As your watch ends, you go to wake Masika. Sit up. Stretch. And go to sit with Rylus for her watch.
Lay down, tombstone style. Hands on the scepter.
All right. Once again, the two of you, Rylus and Masika, keep watch, and nothing comes to get you out in the wilderness. For the Shadowfell is not kind to the eyes of those who look upon it and aren't from here. Second watch will eventually come to an end, and Masika will see Solani getting up from her meditation and go, "Oh, that's me," and tuck back into her sleeping bag.
Much better. Did I miss anything?
No, nothing of note. Spunky is keeping watch with you.
Give me my spell slots. Gimme the ball. Mine. Alright. Yeah, I will stretch and get up and do my watches, and then there's, out of curiosity, I will also summon my familiar.
All
My
right.
watches. I'm too distracted summoning the familiar on my first watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're free to step out and summon it.
Yeah.
You summon your raven, and it will appear after an hour of spell casting and look up at you.
Hello.
Hey.
Alright. Well, would you like a name, or do you have one?
I got a lot.
You got
Pick
a lot of
another one.
names. Oh.
Sure.
Okay. She thinks for a second and just smells like, I'll call you Relmorn. How about that?
Realmorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Well, I am. We are watching out for anything trying to murder us. Your eyes will be much appreciated.
All right. Let me know if you need anything.
All right. Feel free to go chill Spunky over there. He's apparently good swords.
Oh, sure. I know that guy.
Yeah, go chill with Spunky.
Yeah, all ravens know each other.
I let them perch and catch up over there as I continue my watch.
Okay. They immediately start having a conversation in deep speech.
Ooh, do I know deep speech? I don't think I do. I don't believe that is one of the languages I know, because it is not. Okay. Yeah, I just roam around for a bit, go back in when I get bored, keep an eye out.
Alrighty. Once again, your two watches will pass uncontested, and you are safe until the morning comes, or what passes for morning in this place.
Alrighty. Time for bugged up.
Bugged
Yeah.
up.
Everybody bugged up. Make sure you mark down the ration if you didn't last night.
Bug, diddle, diddle, dap, dap, bug, diddle, dap.
Well, maybe our new Raven friends will like to help in eating some of the bugs that are trying to infect us all the time.
Velthic, is anyone else getting death words this day?
Let's see. Oh, Solani, for sure. Debating. Honestly, it's not even a debate. It's got to be Masika after last time. No offense to her.
Offense to me, though.
All right.
I only have so many diamond slots.
I'm trying to get my con higher, I promise.
I swear, I'm trying. Please.
It's a reality check when you live life an adventure and are just fucking everything over, and then you go somewhere and then you die like 2 times within the span of a month.
The near constant death warning is required. It's a life insurance policy.
I mean, Beldic, tell me when this is over. I would more than happily repay you for the revivifies you've already sunk into me.
I'm not too worried about it.
No, but a debt is a debt. I would prefer not to be indebted.
Considering
Not to leave anything undone.
Considering how far we're going in stretch of planet travel, I think the debt is going to be well repaid. Not many people are willing to trek into a realm filled with demons, and never mind controlled by them.
Well, it's not my first time traveling to an unforeign plane. It's part of the course of well, Riley's is nice adventuring.
I'm curious, Rylis, would you want to stay here again after this is all done?
Maybe. I mean, this is where I'm from, but I am honor bound to continue to serve you until my contract's done.
Yes, if we get something appropriate, I could always return this as well myself. You can as well as Sonali.
Well, I like to think that we're not stranded here. We should have options. But we'll worry about that after the job is done, right?
Mm.
I assume after breakfast we get ready to cross the bridge.
All right. You all pull yourself together, you cast your spells, you arm yourselves, and stride down the path.
Oh.
As you reach it, this 30-foot wide stone bridge appears centuries old. Broken bits of bone, both humanoid and animal, are inlaid into the stonework. The gray waters beneath the bridge are unnaturally still. About halfway across, dark, smoky wisps squirm and float in the air.
Nate, this is only a 20-foot wide bridge.
I'm aware
God
that it's only 20 foot wide. It's also not 200 feet long. But the
Damn.
theater of the mind is a beautiful thing.
My immersion is ruined.
I was like, I could make it bigger, but the squares wouldn't be aligned. And I just know somebody's gonna look at it and be like, that's on a grid. I can tell that it's not. But I knew it, and I was like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Nate, I gotta
I'll
leave
kill
your
myself.
game now. This is a breach of my immersion right now.
I'm going to commit.
He's gonna commit. He's gonna commit.
Commit murder.
That's it.
Commit
That's it. I'm
genocide.
gonna commit. I'm
Whatever
gonna
it is,
commit
I'm gonna
myself.
commit it.
Spunky's still around because find familiar they last until.
That's just a thing we all have now.
So I'm gonna ask Spunky to scout ahead.
I will ask Realmorn. Well, like, what'd you name your raven? Did you name your raven, or did you summon yours?
Probably should have done that at breakfast.
Here's Realmorn. I've summoned him. He is mine, and he is here, and he's scouting along with Spunky.
Okay. So you send them to fly across the bridge to see what's on the other side?
Yeah.
All right. As you fly over to the other side, it's about They fly the 200 feet, circle over the island, and come back. They report that it's a small island, only about a half-mile in diameter. It seems unnaturally dark at the edges of the forest, as if surrounded in a permanent smog.
Hmm. Well, one would hope that the smog will be more traversable once we're inside of it.
Since we proceed.
What part of this adventure so far would we not regret doing? This is our necessity at this point. It feels like
He's gonna pull out a familiar boltus with the scepter. Trucy.
Okay. All right, true seeing for an hour.
Be right back.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you guys would like to do, or are you making your way across the bridge?
Slowly making our way.
I mean, yeah. If Balthic did the true say, I'll defer to him as the canary in the gold mine to see if there's any danger as we cautiously go across the bridge.
With the madness meter on.
I don't like how the group is going with me specifically, but
Hey, you know.
all right.
It's what it is.
Yeah, go faster, group.
Run!
Okay, all right.
Look, they're gonna be stuck behind one of you. It's just a matter of
I
speed.
know. It was just weird seeing them go up every square.
As you reach the midway point of the bridge, the dark, smoky wisps of air flow past you, and the view of the small island shifts into the entrance of a city, ringed with huge stone walls. Massive gates mark passages between thick, fortified walls of dim gray stone. A twisted spire in the center of the city towers over the walls. The air is chilly here, the only light coming from within the city. In the distance, you can make out a great mountain range which encircles the region from edge to edge. And you continue down the bridge. As you walk, those of you with magic feel a change. But Velthek, you are the one who can see the change. As you cross the bridge, and the dark mist surrounds the way that you came, leaving only the way forward, you can see that the other planes that were overlaid on each other are gone. This area does not overlap the Feywild and the material plane and the ethereal plane. It is alone. An offshoot, a demiplane. You feel a disconnection in magic. You can tell that planar transportation is cut off here. That there's no ethereal plane to step into. Similarly, you feel connection to gods and divination magic weaken to a tenuous thread. You're not sure if it would even work. And as you fly, or as you walk, your ravens above your heads begin to fly strangely. After about perhaps 30 feet up, they immediately start flying down before reverting and flying up again before flying down. Eventually, they settle at a height of about 25 feet above you, circling. And you continue forward towards the massive gates.
Well, it's not a great sign. I imagine that's a good indicator that we're in the right place. Would being careful at this point even be worth it? Could I make a perception check as we approach to see if there's like any guards on the wall or anyone within sight?
Sure. Give me a perception check. This is the far end of the bridge, and you can see the stairs lead up to the massive stone gate.
It's a 19.
You cannot see anything that looks dangerous with a 19 other than the bone inlaid groundwork, which is still fairly off-putting.
Yeah. Not that needs to be said, but high alert, everyone.
Rylus and Solani.
Oh, good. Goody.
As you get...
As I was saying, everyone on high alert too, huh? That's what I was saying. Oh, my God.
And that's where the disintegration beams.
As you walk within 20 feet of the steps, the ground on either side of the doorway appears liquid as creatures emerge from within the stone. As you see a head and then shoulders appear, a massive 15-foot tall stone golem appears on either side of the stairs, and each of them takes a single thundering step towards you in defense of this gate. Everybody roll initiative.
Why do they look familiar?
Oh no.
Sure, we've had to fight a stone golem at some point.
I'm sure.
At least at some point or another.
All right, Rylus, you are up first.
Yeah. I'll rage. Run half my speed and get to that guy. And then recklessly attack him twice with Oathbinder. I'm assuming they're not undead or a fiend?
Nope, these are constructs of stone.
It's a crit hit.
Dude, what the fuck?
Could you not?
Do it! Do it!
Could you share your crits with artists, please?
Could you don't?
Right, this is him. This is his
Share with
realm.
artists.
Divine and...
Goodness.
There's gonna be a point where Rylus just
17,
levitates across the room
24,
and slaps it.
33.
Get this man a Vorpal sword.
19 hits as well. Oathbinder cuts deeply into the magical stone. For, Jesus, more 51 damage total?
Sure.
Goodness.
God.
Sure.
Sure,
It's a
the
Tuesday.
casual sure.
Yeah, that's what I got as well. 12 plus 5 plus 9 plus 7 plus 18.
What a fucking man.
Alright, if you're good where you are, Arctis will loose a hail of arrows at the next
Coming
one.
that one. Oh, this...
I mean, it's not much
No.
better. Only one of those will hit.
Artist.
Artist.
For a 2 on the damage dice.
Artist, buddy.
What are you doing? You even
it
have
is
the
Golo.
archery feat.
It's going to lower its feet to the ground and slam at you, Rylus. You reckless, so twice. That is a 26 and a natural 20.
Bruh.
They both hit, but adamantine breastplate is just a normal.
That's right. All right, 28 half to 14 and 21 half to 10. 24 total damage.
Okay, question. Do I still have Velthek's temp HP from...
No,
No.
long rest.
Long
Okay.
rests.
You said 24 total?
Mm-hmm.
Ouchies, these things hit hard.
Yeah. Stealthec.
All right. I mean, start the day right. Get your Velthek breakfast of Twilight going.
Already? Oh, goodness.
Your Velthicos.
Your Velthek. It's
Part of a balanced breakfast.
it's required. We gotta get in there. Start right.
All right. Action for Velthecos.
And well, I don't really have another great outfit for front section, so that will be me.
All right. This thing is going to move forward to right here. And as it stomps next to you, you will watch as an electrical charge will run through it into the ground and into both Velthek and Solani. I need wisdom saving throws against magic.
Ooh, interesting.
26.
Oh!
All right. 26s. Neither of you are affected. Dragonbait comes a charging in. He makes 2 attacks. Both of those miss.
No, he's
Buddy.
passed on the
Solani.
curse.
Buddy, dude. Bonus action cast Blade Song. Get that juicy thing up. Seeing that they hit tough, I'm not really worried about Rylus, but I want to get Masika up in the fight, so I'm going to look over to her and go, "Come, get in the fight, darling," as I cast Haste on Masika.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Get on in here, girl. Use that flame tongue.
She will indeed do that. Are you good where you are, Solani?
I'll make room and I'll shimmy over here.
Okay. And she'll come right in. Hasted, her AC is 21. Or no, 9, no. No, yeah, 21. And she'll swing
Right.
4 times with the fucking flame tongue.
Hook this bitch.
All of those hit.
Yay!
All right, for 18 plus 27, 34, 43, 54, 66, 75. 75?
Wait, what?
Hey, you did this
Wait.
to yourself.
Hold on.
No, that's
God,
right.
12
Wait.
plus 6 plus
That's right.
C plus.
A difference of 1 weapon.
Goodness fucking gracious.
This is what happens when you beef up your NPCs and give them all the cool shit.
Exactly.
This is what happened to Roaring. You guys gave her all the flame tongue weapons, and she was like, "All right, I'm gonna kill everything now."
Yeah, oh listen, that's my sister. I'm gonna give her the cool ass thing. I got the lightning axe and I could throw hill giants around like they're ragdolls. She could just fucking roast them.
Literally, this is what happened to Roaring.
Goodness gracious. Okay, Rylus.
You get a quality
did.
weapon.
Oh no, I did.
Yeah, I'll keep hitting this one.
This is Solani. She needs like a good rapier or a good finesse weapon.
Both of those will hit. That one will as well.
Wow.
Yeah, I have her macros all corrected. She's just rolling nasty on the dice.
She's
It's
showing
crazy.
artists what a seasoned adventurer who didn't retire can
What
do.
a real adventurer can do.
Yeah, for
I
real.
clicked off the wrong thing. Ignore the 7 radiant and the 9 radiant. That should just be 3 each.
Okay.
I turned off rage
25.
damage and turned on divine fury. So
Okay. 25, 16, and 14 then.
So 55 total.
Goodness gracious, that will bloody this stone golem as you crack it by hitting it in the hip, and it runs across this thing diagonally, splitting it near in twain.
That is me.
Artis, despite all of you being around one, and Rylus being alone at the other, one of them is doing way worse than the other one, so he's gonna shoot at the one that's not as hurt. That's bookmarked, not. There we go. 14 does not hit, but 2 25s will for minimum damage. 6. Okay, at least it's magic. This stone golem is gonna try and hit Rylus twice. 24 and a 19.
Both hit.
22 half to 11 and 18 half to 9. 20 total.
16 try left.
4.
So that would, so basically 4
Yep.
points damage then. Okay.
Belthek.
All right. I mean, we stand our ground. The ever-present anchor that he has become in these fights. We're gonna swing at the big-ass golem.
Okay.
Nice reverberating strike of radiance. This would practice the relic of power.
24 damage.
And that will be me.
All right. Golem, Molem. The only 2 people that have hit it directly so far are Masika and Velthek, so I'll punch at each of them. A 29 at Velthek and a 12,
Disadvantage.
which will miss Masika.
Ooh.
That is true. 15.
Miss.
15 misses and 12 misses. All right. Dragon bait.
You got it, boyo.
26 on the first, 24 on the second.
Oh yeah.
16 damage.
Easy
Solani.
try left.
I don't know if this thing will be affected by psychic damage. I don't think it will, so I guess I won't cast Shadow Blade. I will do a Booming Blade upon it. I forgot to attack. 28
Made
to hit
hits.
for 12 magical piercing and 8 thunder damage.
Okay.
17 if he decides to move, and then I'll attack him again.
Don't you get your
24.
blade song damage on both of those?
Yes, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot all about that. 12. 17 piercing originally, and then 14 piercing.
All right, this thing is not looking too good. Masika is probably going to take it down.
Light this
Thank
bitch
you
up.
for reminding me about that.
20 for Solani.
No, thank you.
Masika will hit 2 out of 3 and bring it. Oh, and she has a 4th attack too.
Yeah, bitches. Bad bitches.
Bring
That's
it
fucking
down.
Masika
So
on
she's gonna
crack.
go running over,
Masika on
and she's
crack.
got 1,000,000 speed, so she's over here for another attack. 22 hits for 11. Need some help, big guy? Right.
Damn.
Maybe. I have advantage because of flanking.
No. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Yup. Yup.
that's a lot of hits.
8, 14, and 14. This thing is on single. Oh no, it's not. I typed the wrong number. It is dead.
Yeah.
Hey.
What does that look like?
Yeah, I just hammer away at it until final, like, crack through the knees, so it falls down and then shatter its skull.
Firstly, fuck, and secondly, yeah. Congratulations, you have defeated the stone golems.
Oh, go to the door.
All right, Masika, brace yourself. You're gonna get a very large come down from that haste in just a second.
What are you talking
and- Very gently try to end the haste. Fuck.
All right.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
That
Nice
was
little warm up.
just the welcome party.
Nice little warm up.
I'm certainly feeling warm. I haven't felt that spry ever.
Impressive work with the balloon. I've been using something like that from the start.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Make a blade singer out of you yet.
We're gonna give Riley a healing pat on the shoulder. Level 2.
Masika will start to make her way up the stairs through the large gates.
Let's go.
That's the doorman. I can't wait to meet who's inside.
Beyond the gates, an assortment of stone huts and buildings,
Oh.
in a myriad of shapes, seem randomly scattered about, separated by narrow walkways and alleys. Some of the structures are marked by plain cloth banners painted with symbols and glyphs. A putrid smell lingers even in the chilled air. Various crowds of people make their way to and from the buildings. They seem to hail from many different races, but all of them appear sickly, with graying skin and dressed in mostly plain black and gray cloth and leathers. And I'm going to take a brief bathroom break.
Hey!
Quick
No
bathroom
problem.
Quick, write his notes! Get his notes!
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go refill beverage.
Sure thing. Quick, make ourselves a little 20. You can't stop us.
Yes, yes.
Oh boy.
Well, you don't announce yourself, but you just walk through the door anyway. They're two
Yeah,
dead
just
stone
come on
golems.
in. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, killed your doormen. Gonna have to replace them, I'm afraid.
This is honestly the funniest thing too, that we give the flame tongue to the woman with the craziest amount of attacks every turn.
I mean, you gotta get use out of those extra attacks. Gotta get her value. Alright.
Ugh, gotta turn all my alarms back on.
Why were they off?
This past week was spring break.
Oh, gotcha. Well, hope you enjoyed. Sucks that you had to resume work.
Yeah, I mean, the timing worked out with having to deal with my dog's end of life.
That's right.
Uh,
I was sorry to hear that, Dan.
Yeah, it sucked.
Mm. How old was he when he passed?
Not sure exactly, probably 15-ish.
All right. Well, I mean,
'Cause he was about a year old when I had him, or when I got him, and had him for a little over 14 years.
it's still terrible and it sucks, but at least he lived a long, full, happy life.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Appreciate the Mausoleum City.
It is very with the mausoleum people all sickly looking.
Yeah, but also I can't deny I appreciate being able to walk in and plant myself like an anchor and just be like, "You're healed. You're healed. You're healed."
Just a stone in the storm.
Everyone's dying. Immediately back to full. Like, what the fuck?
Mm.
Also, I'm casting heal. Feels so fucking good.
It's always nice to give a little extra boost.
Apologies, I return.
Welcome.
No, all good. Welcome back.
Sunday game is the only one I can't make it through without a pee break. It's crazy.
It's because all the excitement.
Yeah.
Piss myself. All right.
Piss, baby.
You guys have found yourself in this space. The 30-foot wide passage across from the entrance gate appears to be the only exit from this area that doesn't lead into another building.
Oh, I hate to say it, but I imagine we're going to stand out amongst the populace here.
Just a bit.
Not much we can really do about that, I'm afraid.
Suppose the only route option I have is to proceed. It's the reaction.
All right then.
Watching these pale figures.
As you start to walk amongst them, they give you room, but only so much as to just walk around you. And you notice that it's quiet. There's no sound of speech.
Them a little cautiously. Do these people look like they're alive or just silent presence?
They certainly look alive. But despite the gray skin and seemingly like lackluster clothing and expression, they appear to be living people. On some of the skinnier specimens, you can make out a thin enough neck to see a pulse jumping.
Ugh.
They look sick, not dead. Afflicted.
Hmm. This place is wearing them down.
As you guys spend a minute moving just in enough to look at all that you see before you, a small child approaches you and hands Rylus a crumpled piece of parchment.
I open it and read it, or can I read it?
You open it. You see that it has a sigil on it. You don't immediately recognize it. As you look back up, the child is already walking away.
Solani, Velthek, this might be magic shit.
It's not.
Can I examine the sigil? Does it look familiar?
You can, but you do not need to know if it looks familiar. Please make me, rather than an Arcana check, a Perception check.
Oh.
Both of us, or
Solani said she was specifically examining it, so I'll have Solani do it. If you would
Okay.
like to help afterwards, you do not need to. With a 22, you notice that it actually matches one of the painted sigils on a banner on the other end, near the main, opposite the main passage.
Well, based on the banners over there, seems to be the sigil of the ruler here.
The sigils are all different, I should say, on each of like the buildings and such.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
It matches one of them. Yeah.
I'll point out the sigils I imagine is like perhaps it's supposed to. He wants us to go over to over there.
Maybe a calling code.
Perhaps it's some kind of port authority for newcomers.
I'd be surprised.
I mean, as dreadful as it looks, it wouldn't surprise me if the ruler of this domain likes to keep things orderly.
Well, then, I suppose we should proceed over there then.
Cautiously, of course, not that this is a trap.
Mhm. Also, could be someone asking for help.
Well, whichever one it is, only one way forward, right?
Oh, boy.
So we proceed.
All right. As you are walking across the square, you're nearly at the large building when Artis makes a pained sound and drops to his knees.
What the fuck?
Artist.
As you turn, you can see blue-white frosty air beginning to emanate, almost venting from his body as the air around him physically changes color. Even before you can take action, the Ring of Winter dissolves away the glove on Artis's hand
Ooh.
and surrounds his entire arm in a shell of ice.
Uh,
You all have a round to act. What do you do?
Uh. Uh. Fuck.
Is it-
Fuck.
6 seconds. If you can't come up with something in 6 seconds, that's fine.
I'm just double checking if I have it prepared. Apologies.
I don't think I really have anything that can assist in this situation.
Dragonbait immediately rushes over to Artus's other side, trying to put his arm around him.
Oh. My first I don't have anything that could do it. My first reaction is to cut his arm.
Oh my god. Chop it off! Chop it off first! Chop it off!
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Knowing what I know about, I don't know if I have a spell powerful enough to like stop it.
All right. As you all stand,
Dispel
somewhat
evil and good.
unable, Velthek, you rifle through your book and attempt to dispel evil and good to no effect. As you do so, there is a slamming sound of the door of the large building, and you hear in a loud whisper, "Hurry, before you're noticed by the others!" Dragonbait is going to make a con save as he is touching Artus. As you see ice spread from where he's touching Artus's back onto his fingers. So he's trying to lift Artus, but he can't on his own.
I will check on that.
I'll go
Can
over
I
and
cast-
grab him.
Okay.
I'm
Velthek and Rylus, you both rush forward as well. This is going to take at least 2 rounds to move him into the building. I need you to make 2 con saves each. All
Probably
right.
not great, but I don't have a reroll left.
Yes, this is a DC 15. So Velthek will fail 1 and Rylus will fail 1.
Oh, use
this-
resistance twice.
This cold magic is unaffected by abilities that grant resistance or bonus or resistance or immunity to save versus cold or magical effects. So this ice, it bypasses magical resistance.
Okay.
So you guys
Well, that
will
didn't matter
take
for me, but
full damage on the first.
1 after the 20 is gone.
And half damage on the second, since you both succeeded the second. Dragonbait is going to, I gotta make his 3 saves. 2, 3, he's gonna fail 2 and take half on the third, so he failed. His first one was 27, one is 48, minus 9. All right. You are able to drag Artus into the open door, and immediately as the door is slammed, you see the effects begin to subside. He gasps as if a great weight was lifted off his chest, and you can see that the ice at his shoulder softens and becomes less white and opaque and more see-through, and gains beads on the outside as it begins to melt at the normal temperature of this area. Despite the chill air, it is far too warm here to support ice.
Is the person who motioned us to come in here? Who told us
Yes.
to hurry up. I looked at them and be like, "What was that?"
As you look around, this large building is filled with crates and boxes. An old wooden long table decorated with various parchments and drawings is centered near one of the stacks. As you look, you can see an elven woman who is standing by the door. And as she opens her mouth to speak, it is actually Artus who replies. I could feel Shufflelock watching me, attempting to insult my mind. He activated the ring. It's like you could smell me.
That's... Artist, that's a big liability, friend.
I'm sorry. Damn it!
Fuck.
I'm staying here then.
I turn to the elven woman. She's like, "Thank you for your help. Who may I ask? Who are we addressing?"
My name is Lysenth. Nope, Lythen. And that's Borvin. And she gestures at the dwarven man leaning against the barrel on the opposite side of the table. We're happy to see living adventurers here. You're the first in, well, over a month. The warding on the building should protect you all. We're safe from the spirits' prying eyes.
Everyone outside, all the ghastly-looking village, are they all spirits under Shavalok's sway, or are they all prisoners here?
Shadowkin. Shells of the people that they once were.
Can we see outside to see ourselves out there?
I assume that's a
No.
mistake. Yeah, all good.
Okay.
You're free to open the door, but that could be dangerous.
Yeah, no, I saw that we were both inside and outside, so I was just checking.
Oops. No, sorry. I populated this map before.
Gotcha.
I pasted you guys again because you had different modifiers in your tokens.
No worries.
Oopies.
I am going to drink a healing potion.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for the refuge. What are you two doing here? How long have you been here?
Over a blasted month. We came here
Oh,
to alleviate some kind of death curse.
Oh, I think
When
you
it
got a little
ended,
lost.
yeah, we kept searching because people wanted to find more fucking money. And Lythen glares at him. As if that touches a nerve.
All right.
Oh.
Well, good news, bad news. Good news, the death curse was alleviated already.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, all right then. Never mind.
Like I said, we came here to do it. Somebody else got to it first. Suppose that was you lot.
Well, the
Well,
death curse isn't here. Well, I wouldn't know that because I wasn't part of that adventure.
About to say
one of us here dealt with the death curse. I motioned to Velthic.
It was in Omu. Well, at least what we thought was Omu. I suppose it could have been something like this.
Is that where you were before you came? Omu.
We're in a different section of Chult.
Damn it. I suppose we can't go out the way you came in.
We are here to take care of Shavala. By that, I mean remove him.
You think you can?
You're fucking
full of yourselves.
Oh, excuse me. We may not be as talented adventurers who got lost trying to cure a death curse. Well, some of us have actually cured a death curse. Thank you very much.
Look, I've seen adventurers bigger and tougher than you turned into nothing by this place.
And how have you two managed to stay alive still? What has been your secret this past month?
Well, for whatever reason, it affected everyone at different rates. Once we found our way here, most of them started acting strange on the first day. They disappeared, making their way out into the maze. My brother placed this ward on the building so that we could stay hidden and try and find everyone. But then he was gone the next day. We saw a couple of them wandering amongst, she gestures, the masses. They were working in the maze, tending to it.
What do you
We
mean,
saw them.
tending to it?
They sacrificed themselves to the conduit. It's the device that feeds the power of the maze into the Blightspire.
Hmm.
Surely you saw the giant glowing spire on your way in.
It was hard to miss. All right.
They step into the eternal fire and their life forces are absorbed.
Has your compatriots already stepped into it, or are they still roaming around out there?
I know at least 3. Well, Borvin said at least 3. I fucking told you at least 3. Don't say Borvin told you like it's not true.
We're asking just for estimates, not an exact count. Whatever you can tell us. We're here now. Our task, as we said, is to end Shavalok. Whether you think we can do it or not, any help would be appreciated and would surely turn the tides in our favor, and perhaps help restore your friends back if the master who put the curse upon them is dead.
If you're serious, then I've been working on a plan to do exactly that.
I would love to hear it.
I've been searching the city for anything with powerful enough ice magic to block or put out the conduit's flame and weaken Shavalok. If it works, we might finally have a chance to purge the spirit. Since there's no chance of you getting close enough if we don't weaken it.
So, putting out the flame is the source of his power. If we can do that, we cut him off, at least from the power source that you are aware of.
It's not going to be easy. The Blightspire is only able to be reached by going through the maze. And it's powered by the spire. It's designed to break the will of those who travel through it. It shifts and turns. You wouldn't be able to come back out and attack the conduit if you go in. Well, what about this? Nasika will stand from where she's been kneeling by Artus. If he can put out the fire, and Lyseth and Borvin look at the injured man like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Then maybe we could set up an ambush before he has time to react. The 3 of you are easily the strongest that we have. You'll go faster without dragging the rest of us behind you. If you make it through the maze, then we can open the window for you to bring the Dark Spirit down.
Alright, but how do we get Artis close enough to be able to dispel the flame without him being noticed like he just was outside?
If I take down the warding, I can wrap him in it. It's the the symbol that I had delivered to you. I assume you got it? That kid is usually
Yep.
good at following instructions.
Yeah, we got it.
And
It
that'll be enough.
matches
The
the one
warding's strong
outside.
enough.
Well, the big one, yes.
All right.
It's protecting the whole building.
That's
I'm sure
true.
we can get it on one man. If this is gonna fucking work, you're gonna need some way to talk to us. He will unclip a large stone earring and chuck it. Solani, a rock comes flying at you. Deck save to catch it.
Oh, come on. I never want to make a deck save.
You miss
so
it and
badly in
just
my
breaks
life.
right in the spot.
Oh,
Hey!
Solani, you hacky sack it several times and catch it.
I don't even look in his direction. I like hacky sack and not even look at him and kick it into my ear.
Excellent. It snaps against your ear. You now have a sending stone attuned to Borvins.
Before
Alright.
we set out, could we rest a little bit?
Sure. Right, so you okay?
Yes, I just that golem fucked me up.
Oh,
And so just
but
figured could rest, take a little breather, regenerate any abilities
no, of
that
course. We shouldn't rush into any plan we've just come up with. I think a second to reconsider. I understand you all have been here for a month, but we only just arrived, so we're still getting the lay of the land here.
Be able to inform us if there's anything else other than the walkers out there. No, any other things that you've seen, I should say.
Anything else you can inform us? We already met the golem guards outside. If there's any more tricks like that we should be aware of, by all means, enlighten us.
Well, the maze's entrance is hidden behind the conduit. There's a unmarked section of wall that you simply walk up to, place your hand, and the doorway will open. It's fairly difficult to find on its own, but I can show you the way. Once you open it, a swirling portal will appear, filled with smoke and shadow. It doesn't stay open long, and if you wait to get in, the next portal will open somewhere else, so you all have to get in quickly.
Immediately. All right.
Lighted flames won't react to you, but they'll still burn you if you force yourself into them. And there's no map of the maze as I can give you, as it changes every time for every person.
All right. The affliction that affected your compatriots, is that something we should be concerned about? It seems like it affects people at different intervals. Are we at risk if we go out there without one of those wardings?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
The affliction that affected the rest of their party that turned them
Yeah.
into is that something we need to worry about imminently? Do we need wardings to make sure that doesn't happen to us as well?
It happened after they slept. They would awaken and they had this unshakable desire to go into the maze. The ones that we saw afterwards were better.
did it affect elves since we don't technically sleep?
Well, I mean, it affected her brother, who is also an elf, I presume.
She nods.
Okay. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, we don't have to sleep. It doesn't mean we can't sleep. We just don't have to sleep.
Well, just do it in one day.
I mean, yes, that seems to be part of the course. We've started our day relatively early. Knock it out, kill Shavalok, do his maze, put out his flame, all in a day's work, right? I grin at Belfic.
All in one day.
Hmm.
Regular event for my life at this rate. Stopping a death curse when having multiple liches test you every day. Heavily braces you for the worst of it.
I mean, I imagine that after this, I can't imagine after dealing with a Shavalog, a Lich, I'm sure will be a walk in the park.
It's like himself from the other temples as well.
Alright, well. Like we said, we did have a little tussle with the doorman outside, so if you'll allow us a quick respite so our friend can catch his breath, then we'll be on our way.
Sure, let's...
I'm sure you'll want some food. I'll go whip something up.
I mean, not gonna say no to food. Do you know mansion chicken?
I,
Never heard of it, but I do
You're
chicken.
missing out.
oh boy. Alright.
All right, you guys would like to take a short rest?
Sure.
Short rest
I'm
and pray.
probably not going to do my arcane recovery yet, just in case I need it later for more spell slots.
Nah, use it now.
No, I'm
Nah,
good.
use it now.
I'm good. I think I'm good. By once per day arcane recovery, I'm good.
Let me real quick take the time and get you your Hag XP.
Hag peek.
Is this a good spot to stop it since it's almost 11? I realize it's a little early, but
I was gonna narrate the beginning of you guys getting to the labyrinth,
okay.
if that is.
Except
Yeah, that
the
works for me.
investigate.
I'm back up to full health with 2 hit dice.
Just
Yeah, and I just wanted to get like my second win back and that kind of thing. So
out of curiosity, what kind of elf is she? Is she a high elf?
No, she's a wood elf.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Neat. If I can ask, I imagine Shavalok would look over here and just see a blind spot. It's surprising to me that he would allow these wards to stay up. Has that been a concern?
We've been causing little enough trouble that I suppose we're not of worth. We haven't tried to leave, and we haven't tried to make it to the Blightspire, since we would die.
Nothing's been done.
I kind of assume it had better things to do, but maybe that's just being hopeful.
Well, it spotted Artis very quickly. Look over to him. How is he, by the way?
maybe his doohickey attracted Chevron.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it did, and he certainly found him out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I looked to Masika. How is he, by the way?
Better. The arm's mostly back, but that's, And she gestures, and you can see that his arm is, blistered, and the sleeve of his clothing is rent and damaged.
He'll be back to pooping in no time.
Unfucking canny.
Oh, how'd you like Spunky?
I'm sorry?
Sly face palms.
The ravens.
Didn't have a long chat with them.
Can anyone chat with the
I-
familiar, or can
I
I
hate
the
to-
only owner can chat with their familiar?
I hate to butt in with the. Well, these ones can speak.
Oh, these ones can just speak. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I,
Cool.
I encourage you to look again at that boon. They have a couple specific things that they do.
I specifically saw that they were lighthearted in their description.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
Lythen will come over and say, I hate to interrupt the wonderful moment, but if you're rested, we should go. This will not be an easy journey
Brilus?
for you.
Brilus, you all ready? No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no time like the present.
All right. She will lead you out of the hideout.
And the birds couldn't come with us.
They can. They're here. They're just not on the
Okay.
map because
Yeah, they just-
I hadn't populated them before.
They couldn't go
this
far.
mission.
They were stuck like flying 25 feet over us. They were like diminished, but they're
Well,
still
I
here.
mean, having an aerial thing that we can see through might be useful as far as navigating the maze.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Funky will take this moment to call out. Oh yeah, you didn't ask, but we can't fly any higher than like the top of the rooftops, like 30 feet up. We just start flying down again.
I don't suppose
Well,
the
hopefully
maze
the walls of
are
the maze are shorter than that.
I mean, it's wishful thinking, but one will hope they're only like 20 feet, maybe.
Or if anything, fly ahead and be a little bit of an early signal.
All right. Like I said, Lythen
Figuring
will lead you out into the residential zone and over to the conduit. The center of this 50-foot wide circular area is dominated by a 20-foot tall cylindrical monolith made of a rough-hewn black rock. 5 feet up from the ground, a 3-foot wide hole is carved out of the center, within which burns flames of deep reds and violets, surrounded by small crackles of lightning. As you approach, you see that there are 3 shadowkin, an especially sickly and emaciated trio. As Lysen approaches, she grimaces and says, I hate this. I can't watch. Do any of you do anything?
I'll look to her and go, what's about to happen?
They're gonna, and then you watch as the flame erupts with a roar, showering the Shadowkin. And as they writhe and burn into nothing, there is no trace of them left after only a few seconds. That.
Well, that seemed unpleasant.
Yeah. It won't do that to you, but, don't stick your hand in.
Good to know.
Well, hopefully by the time we're done, no one will have to go through that again.
He nods. All right. She walks you past and behind the conduit towards a blank-looking section of wall. She gestures at an unmarked section and says, place your hand there for 10 seconds.
I nod and
I
will
do as
so.
she indicates.
All right. A swirling portal filled with smoke and shadows wreathed in purple and red light appears just before the wall. Lysen steps back and says, hurry, get in.
Yep, I go in. I jump.
Hold on to your nuts as I walk through.
All right. As you all move through within the span of 3 rounds, the portal closes behind you. You appear in a long, curving corridor that travels around the corners to the north and south. The walls here are 30 feet high. There is no ceiling,
fuck.
instead replaced by a thick layer of shadowy mist. And I'm going to ask you all, left or right?
Can we send? My Raven's here. Is Solani's Raven here with us?
I
You look
didn't
around.
dismiss
You do not see your
Oh.
ravens.
them.
Fuck.
I mean, that makes sense. I imagine the Raven Queen already was diminished here. I imagine it can only go so far. All right. I vote left.
Left as well.
Well, who am I to disagree with y'all? So, left it is.
All right. You turn and begin to make your way down the passage. Would one of you roll me a D100?
Sure. Oh, there we go. Number 5.
All right. As you make your way forward, the walls and floor of this 50-foot part of the maze are made up of the bones of various creatures mashed together to form the path. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Nate's here saying, like, I can't believe they chose the path of the endless pit of doom. They're gonna die. Should have went right.
Shoulda went right.
Oof. Oh well. We'll deal with it. We always do.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, guys. It is possible that the next session may be the final session of this campaign.
For real?
We did
Oh
it.
my
For real. You are in the final maze before the final dungeon, before the final boss.
If the Tomb of Annihilation taught us anything, a dungeon can take a while.
Yep.
This is
I
not the Tomb of
This
Annihilation.
is not,
dungeon.
okay, alright.
No,
Alright.
that dungeon was a whole chapter in and of itself.
That
This
was
is
a whole
the
thing.
end of chapter 9 of this
my
extended
God.
module.
Nice.
That is crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you all now, I'm gonna go and beef this guy up because you guys just beat Valindra
Okay.
and fucking Drazasi and the Dragon King of Feathers.
This is making me very self-conscious about the spells I chose. It's like, oh fuck, did I choose the right spells? Fuck.
We barely pulled through that one.
I mean, it was a little touch and go.
Touch and
did it.
go. Masiko is practically dead.
Masika's always practically dead before we let her go. That's why I gave her the bracers. She's always died. She's like been on death's door so many times.
That's why I have to keep death warding her.
I know. That's why I said give her the bracers because she keeps on almost dying. No offense to Masika, but she's an NPC. She dies. Oh no. Now I'm gonna be questioning, did I choose the right spells for this encounter? Probably not. Why do I have Morkai's magnificent mansion prepared?
It's mansion chicken, bitches.
We're gonna save 1 7th level spell slot for mansion chicken.
That's the celebration once we get the fuck in.
Get the fuck out of here. Just dunk on these adventurers like, oh yeah, we've been trapped here for a month trying to kill the decade. No one get in. We just roll in, destroy everything, bounce out.
It's just gonna, oh, God. That would be fucking rude AF.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've done something as rude as that.
We came here to take care of the death curse. Yeah, I kind of did that, like, 8 levels ago.
Yeah. Where did they go that they got so off track? Like, how'd they end up in the Shadowfell?
I can't even tell you, fam.
You didn't ask, but there is an
I
answer.
I mean, I'm sure there was, but I mean, we were kind of, we had stuff to do.
Yeah, I can tell you guys. It's not a spoiler or anything. They were examining other ruins for magical artifacts to make their journey worth it. Since they were still journeying when the death curse ended, and they obviously had someone who was affected by it, so they knew. So they went to the ruins of Hisari and found a shadow gate there, once controlled and used by the UNT.
And they thought it was a good idea to go through.
Yes.
I mean,
Animals.
When you find the double dungeon, you go into the double dungeon, Sung Jinwoo.
Yeah. Are you saying if we, in our earlier days, didn't come across a shadow dungeon, that we wouldn't go in it?
We experienced that. It was my nearest death ever with the Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, and we went in it, and we were fine, because we're cool. We're the main characters of our story.
We were not fine.
I mean, you weren't fine.
Every single bone in my body was broken by the DM's description.
Siles was fine. Siles, I don't think
You bitch.
There are two timelines of what happened with Siles, and we'll never know which one of them it was.
He got married to Annette, happily retired.
That's what I choose. I believe of all the characters that I've played, he was the one he had a taste of adventure. He's like, nah, you know what? I'm good. I want out. I've had enough adventuring for one life. I want to be a halfling. Go open a magic shop.
This campaign feels like one of those TV shows where you really want the happy ending for the characters because it's like they deserve it and they should have it, but there's just so much that there's no way they could. It's like I'm watching Severance right now, and people keep making joke posts about how everyone's gonna be friends at the end, and everybody, the people who died come back, and it's like everybody's happy and everybody's alive, and that's the ending I would love for this campaign. But in the middle of that ending, 3 liches show up and a bunch of spurned hags, and it's the kind of thing where you guys are at a wedding, the final scene is a wedding, and then a dragon comes through the stained glass, and everybody pulls out swords and magic staffs from under their dress clothes, and that's the final scene.
Velthic tries to open a church, all of his old adventuring friends are in, and then a fucking lich bursts through the glass window, everyone gets shanked in front of him.
Everyone gets disintegrated before his very eyes.
God, it's so crazy that Velthic has been there from start to finish, from fucking level 1 to now.
It's been painful, dude.
So many people have come and gone at this point. It's insane.
This is like a West March campaign, but one person just stuck with one guy.
One person was like, no, I'm sticking through it. Through all the deaths and the betrayals and the passerbys. Yeah.
That is the way that it is for the characters, but that is also the way it is for you three. We have all been playing together for many years now.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
This has been a huge, awesome journey. I'm really glad to have taken you guys so far through this. This has been a wild ride.
It has truly been enjoyable. I can't wait for the TPK.
When they all come back as Death Knights on the other side.
No ending for you. You're stuck in this campaign forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Eventually, I have to just not. We're gonna have to, what happens with Velthic's family? What happens with?
Velthic's cursed. He's very much of the mind of this is my life. No one will ever be safe around me, and I have to destroy this thing.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll get powerful enough. He'll have the power of God anime on his side. He'll start a church, get some followers.
Listen, I know I fucking pulled a full ass Goku on my family.
That still is run free in my mind. Velthic, oh yeah, he's a support character. He does, Twilight's domain and gives us 10 HP and heals us. He's super powerful. And then fucking Goku off in that fight. Rookbar being, oh my fucking god, where was this? What happened in the party?
When I don't have to keep people alive for the first time in months.
Fully terrifying Rookbar as Sprocket beats the ever-loving shit out of him. That is so.
Oh, Mike died.
I think. Oh, he's
What?
going. You're going robot,
Hello?
Mike.
Hello?
You said that's there he is.
Hello?
He's back.
There.
Hi. You
Hi.
did a robot trail off. You said